Roll
It
me an
might not
investigation
be
check.
in
Nope.
plain sight.
Dude. I'm not
Because-
rustling through stuff.
Alright, you don't see anything. If you want to roll it, you can. I'm just using your passive.
Okay. So there's one above, or like, there's
I got-
one.
I'll help.
Okay, I'm sorry. Visually, or something.
I hate that I have to do it this way. I have to like drag you guys over piece by piece.
I like it because it makes you have to put in more effort.
That's rude.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're so invested.
Yeah, I like spend so much time.
Fuck that guy.
I don't know why that one's a square. That's gonna bother me. You guys came up the path on the bottom.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I guess I'll look around. Like, is there any, like, sort of markers or statues or anything like that?
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
I am willing
Investigate.
to investigate. Just fucking do it, dude.
No.
You're making a big deal out of nothing.
You find nearby a burned out torch and a cracked clay jug.
Burned out torch and a cracked clay jug. That's it. Okay. The torch. Does it look like it can be relit, or is it like
No,
pretty
it's
much...
like burned out.
Okay, so it's just like charcoal at this point.
It just used to be a torch. It was pretty much all the useful bits was there, and then they just threw it out, and it got blown out or otherwise.
Well, I'll put the torch in the south thing.
Why don't we put a lit one down there?
It's more just placeholder right now.
Okay.
Gub doesn't know where the jug is gonna go because it's made of clay, which suggests earth.
Yeah, we're going
What?
full fifth elements and putting all
Is
the
the
different
is
elements
the
there.
jug broken?
It
Yeah,
is
it's cracked.
broken.
How far up is it cracked?
Like it just got cracked along the side. Like you could
Oh.
store a small amount of water in it.
Alaric, do you have anything to like fix it to fill the crack?
Yeah, I can fix it. Give me 10 minutes.
Okay, why don't you fix the crack and then we'll fill it with water.
Gub can do it now.
I'm gonna use mending ox.
No, I'm just...
Okay,
It only
ritual
takes 1
cast.
minute.
I think
It's a
mending.
cantrip.
Yeah, and I think
Cantrip.
it's just a minute cast, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's absolutely something you can mend. Takes you a minute. Just reseals itself.
Okay. Is there like a stream nearby?
There is not.
Does anybody create water?
Yep. Gub pulls down his pants.
Oh, I hate you, Gub. I'll empty like I probably have like half a water skin. How far have we been traveling today? Before we got to
like
the
half
wall?
the day.
Yeah, I'll empty like half a water skin into it.
Okay, where are we putting it?
Gub, where am I putting it?
Is this orientated like north? Or...
You guys came up the path on the bottom. The two lines are the path you guys came up.
So is this like horizontal
Are we
or is it
facing
flat?
north?
Fair enough. Hold on. There we go. It's like at an angle. Like around the other than this path, it's all just mountain. Like they didn't smooth or touch anything.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
but is
this
it,
is
is it
oriented.
Flat-
It is now
is it-
orientated. They're right. It's mountainous. It's up at an angle, and otherwise this door is about like that.
so you can walk up it?
Yeah, you can walk up the door.
Okay, so we could feasibly walk up and play something here.
Everybody
Yeah,
get
absolutely.
down on the
Okay.
floor. Everybody go walk up the
All right,
door.
so put the fire here. Put
Water's here, right?
water
East.
to the east. Yeah,
Mhm.
water.
What?
Rub some mud over here.
Okay.
And,
The one you rub mud on does begin to glow.
Okay, so we
Uh,
pour water on the one on the east.
Nothing.
I think
If you pour water on the one in the east,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it starts to glow.
Yeah. I blow real hard on this one.
Okay, that one glows, and then it goes out as you start to get lightheaded.
Okay, hold on.
Put the fire.
Yeah, put some. I'll light one of my torches. And
Exactly.
call
We're like,
them
So we
in.
already have a lit torch.
No,
No,
we put the burnt one out
as a
just as
play-
like a
okay.
placeholder.
Okay. And then well that. While the other one's on fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
As you do that, they all begin to glow, and as they begin to glow, the coil begins to glow, and then
Wasn't that the point of getting the whole orb thing to be able to dispel the magic out on the main entrance anyway?
Shut up.
Hey guys,
Dude.
good job.
It was his failsafe for us being too stupid.
Sounds about right.
We were too smart.
as it opens up into just blackness, absolute blackness.
Oh, where the black dwarfs live. I told you.
I'm down with the blackness.
Is it like if I put my torch in there, does it shut or is it like it goes out?
It goes out.
Does the
Ah, well,
lantern?
I'm gonna throw my burnout torch in there.
It never clatters.
That's terrifying.
Gub. I'll give you a gold piece to stick your hand in there.
I'm
Like
not
as far
slip-
as you.
I'm not slip off.
Yeah, well.
I'll do it.
No.
Yeah, he likes the
slip
ball too
on.
much.
There you go. There you go.
I've invested too much money in slip off.
What's one more gold then?
All right,
So
slip
if-
off. Hold
he
my
dies, you don't have
hand
to
with
pay
one of your hand and stick
Okay.
one of your hands in there.
Okay.
Okay, ready, go. Is it? What do you
I don't think
feel?
it's gonna die. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh. Slip
There's
off.
nothing. There's nothing in there.
All right, slip off. Well, come back.
Okay.
I was wonder what would happen if you put your head in there. Would you be able to see?
Why don't you try Saluna?
Well, I can't see well in the dark, so I probably would not help me or help us much.
Yeah, you're right. Who can see in the dark? Well,
Slip off again, like I can.
Okay.
Gub, perfect.
I can.
What?
I can.
Gub didn't volunteer.
Should we tie a rope just in case? No, if something was gonna grab your hand, they're sure as hell not gonna grab your head, just 'cause it's in there.
Well, maybe they
Okay.
saw the hand and now they're actually ready. So now if something does come through, they are gonna grab it.
All right, I'll hold you by the waist.
Okay.
No. Gub's gonna go.
Oh, okay.
No, Gub did not volunteer.
Okay. Corey, yeah?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay, I'll tie a rope around you, 'cause I don't know you that well.
I'd rather you not tie a rope around me.
Okay. I'll let you do it
We'll
then.
tie a rope around Solomon.
Yes. And then you hold on to the rope that is tied around me.
Okay. Then
If anything, you should
Go.
tie the rope around Saluna. She's probably going to be the heaviest weight to stop something being dragged and pulled.
Don't body shame me, Saluna. That's real
Body
rude.
shaming herself.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm the big
it-
one.
Yeah, but that's body shaming because he's not as big as you.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's there. You got him.
God.
Well done. You're not as heavy as I am.
See, you're doing it again. When will you learn?
Just let
Okay.
it go, Saluna. God.
Okay, Corey, you sticking your head in? Yep. Okay. Stick your head in. As soon as it like crosses this threshold, it's just black. No dark vision.
The lamp isn't doing anything to burn it away.
What about the orb?
Yeah, I think this might be what the orb is for.
Is your head still in there?
I pull it out.
Oh, okay.
Anything, Corey?
No,
Alright.
dark vision is working there, but apparently.
What about the orb, Dennis?
Not Daneth's orb.
Yeah,
Not Dennis' orb. Whose orb?
We got an orb that dispels magic.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that orb.
Who had it? I think it was it Gub? Was it Saluna?
Gobra Alaric, right?
Not alert.
I believe definitely wasn't Gub. Gub wouldn't hold on to an orb.
oh shit, we gotta go back.
Yeah.
No, somebody took it.
Well,
Saluna.
now that we have the scythe, it'll be fine.
I could have sworn it was Alaric, but
Alaric does take magical stuff. He's a magical guy.
The only thing I took was the javelin.
The spear.
Spear, sorry.
It was
Someone's going
before
to
the
go back
spear.
and get a shitload of dimes.
Anyone?
I don't have it on any of the other people's character sheets. So one of you guys has it. I know that. It doesn't matter who.
Ah,
One
I'll
of you
take it.
pull it out of your bag. You can figure out who has it later.
yeah, I'll pull it out.
Gub's the best with use magic.
that's not a skill in this stuff.
It is on your character sheet, Saluna, and you have it now.
It does require attunement, by the way.
Oh, fuck off.
It's a super power. Yeah, it's a super powerful dispel magic once a day.
Well, to be fair, I only have two things attuned to me anyway, so...
To be fair.
To be fair.
What's it called? Badass orb. Okay,
Called the orb of dispelling magic.
badass orb it is. So... Boop!
You just stick the orb in as it does. Like sucking the a whole tub full of chocolate milk, and it's all just draining out. Just as it absorbs all of it, all of this darkness, your light begins to shine. And as it does, you see a small 3-foot wide floor that goes forward for about 5 feet, goes at a 45-degree angle to the left for about 100 feet, then to the right, then it comes back 10 feet to the right, another 10 feet north about 40 feet, and then at a diagonal angle to a staircase at the end. And your light does not let you see the bottom of that pit.
It's a good thing I could fly.
Just about none of that.
Basically, you can see the path.
Okay.
It was, if you guys want to do this the hard way, you can.
We've just gone very slow.
Yeah, we would have fallen a lot and have to be pulled up.
Okay, just a walking stick.
Fallen once.
Walk,
That's
walk.
fair.
Or just crawl.
Yeah.
You could feel the edge.
It might not be an edge though. It might just be like
Well,
if you go past this point, like you just fall. Like that's what happens.
Well, I mean, if you
This is a fairly deadly pit then, because I feel like even if I saw the path, I might fall down if that's the case. Alright. Well, we solved the problem.
If it's only 3 foot wide, will I fit on it?
Carefully. It's well supported. It's not
So,
gonna
Luna,
just
you should
crumble.
probably go first so we make sure you don't fall.
I turn into a giant spider.
Okay.
And I'll
That's
just...
horrifying.
I've been a giant spider before.
Yeah, she wants to be able to attack stuff.
Well, it's more I can climb up
She's
and down.
trying-
Yeah, we're fine.
She's trying to fit in with the people of this cave.
It's fair.
I don't even use the path. I just go up the wall and across the roof.
Yeah, you can do that.
But yeah, I'll do that and start skittering along.
Show off. Oh. Alright. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's seeing it. It is slow going, but it is not particularly treacherous without the darkness there.
I literally just
Yeah.
attacked the darkness. I'm happy.
You win, level 20.
I take that,
Nice.
and I'm leveling up.
No, I don't mind having a level 20 druid at our helm.
Yeah, I know, right? Wild shape at will? Fuck yeah.
Okay,
That's a
Yeah.
lot of health.
you guys can all get past.
Effective health.
Yay.
Like I
We
said,
did
there's
it.
nothing particularly deadly about this. Once that's done, it's just slow going, semi-dangerous. If one of you guys decided to do like the push thing, like in the river, then it'd be relevant. Like shake the rope.
Oh man.
God,
The
that-
person with heavy armor
Yeah, wee!
in a fast moving river.
I seriously wanted to throw Gub in and then just let him die.
I would have loved to hear the goofy scream. Ooh-hoo-hoo-hoo-wee.
Actually, it would have been fine. He just would have walked up to the surface of the water.
Yeah, that's the thing. I had water walk, so it wasn't like it would have hurt me or anything.
Well, it makes the water surface hard.
It was very fast. Yeah.
Thinking old
Oh, it
school,
was
WoW. How you could cast water walking on someone as they're falling and they hit the water and splat.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can make it to the other side
Mhm.
as these slightly incandescent mushrooms begin to form.
By form, do you mean literally pop out of nowhere or just pop into vision?
They begin to pop into vision.
Okay.
As you guys begin heading downwards and downwards and downwards for about 15 minutes of walking, just at just this fairly steep angle all the way down.
Can I are we still seeing mushrooms?
Yeah.
Can I pick one up?
Absolutely.
Do I recognize it? Does it look like anything I know?
Knowledge nature.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm just pulling up my sheet.
How dare you?
How do you not have it already prepared? How slack are
Don't
you?
don't you just have it on roll 20?
No, I haven't updated it for the new level. It's on my phone right here. I just had to open it once.
Okay, 15. While you haven't seen these in particular before, you have seen other mushrooms that have grown in caves. They're similar in form, but something about the way that they're converting these nutrients is giving off an incandescent glow. That's really it. You've seen very, very similar specimens, but you've never seen this, probably due to the complete depravity of life. They just developed this for one reason or another.
Can I pick let's say 6? Well, how big are they for?
It's like an algae fungus.
Can I get 2?
It's a lichen.
Yeah, it's more like a lichen, like a moss.
Well, it went from mushroom to moss.
I apologize.
Then
You can gather some. That's not
Yeah,
the
I'd,
issue.
I'd probably
Oh, yeah,
straight
if I
get some
gather
as well.
some,
The issue is identifying what 2 is.
Yeah.
I get you.
I'll go.
You can-
s-
I'll
grab some
fill
up
it.
as well,
I'll fill a jar.
Okay. Yeah. Selena?
Yep, same thing. I'll get a little bit as well. Interesting.
Okay, just taking a couple of it. Yeah,
Can
it continues to
sniff
glow.
them?
Yeah. Mm. It smells odd. In like a way that you can't describe.
I'll take some and scoop it into a jar. I'll just like quickly like push some in and then.
Yeah. You're not sure what would happen if you ate this.
I know. That's why I haven't eaten it yet. I'm saving it for a time where I feel more safe.
Okay. Okay.
Gub really has grown, hasn't he?
Character development.
Yeah.
As you guys continue heading down and down until eventually the cavern begins to open. So this narrow pathway, and it begins to open up into a fairly decent, like you can no longer see the roof as it very quickly arcs up and over as this lichen is just kind of going across the top, giving this slight glow as you can see a few other kind of light sources on these stalactites and stalagmites as there is a large source of this lichen coming from maybe a quarter mile ahead of you guys. I mean, it's hard to differentiate size, but just kind of the way that everything is hitting, you can get a couple other reference points throughout. It looks like, interestingly enough, it looks like a purplish night sky with this large purple sheet in front of you.
I'm a little scared.
I'm a little spider.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here
Can you describe the scene again, Ox?
Yeah, so the cavern is now opened up to where you can't see the roof. Inside of this area, there's lichen that goes all along the ceiling. How far up that is, not entirely sure. As you can see, a couple other stalagmites and stalactites from this kind of lichen that has grown on these light sources. So there's a few different kind of spots of this that have grown on these sources. And then in front of you, some distance away, there is this long sheet, like very minimal in gaps of this lichen in front of you. And it is just, other than this lichen and your lantern, it is just pitch black.
Can I use detect magic?
Yeah.
I want to first do it on that like wall of moss that we see, the purple.
It
But,
is
after-
a long distance away. You got 30
Cancel
feet.
I take that back.
Muted DT.
Like, nope, that's done. You said you did it. It's done. It's a thing. None of this take back shit.
We can concentrate on it, so we can
Yeah.
just walk.
No, it's fine. If he didn't understand how far away it was, then I'm not going to hold him to that.
Yeah. Can I start like crawling forward and scouting out things?
Sure. Roll me a perception check. Do you have dark vision as a spider?
Blind sight 10 feet, dark vision 60. So yes.
Okay, cool. Roll me a stealth check if you're trying to be stealthy at all.
Yep.
And then roll me a perception check.
That's stealth, and perception is off mine for the mentals. So
Okay. As you begin scouting out just a little bit ahead of them, as everyone's kind of taking this in, you spot something in your dark vision as you quickly kind of move behind a large stalagmite on the ground, as you see this large lumbering insectoid creature, these large bulking plates of chitin with this huge pincer-like mouth just kind of lumbering through through the darkness.
Okay.
It does not seem to have spotted you, as it is moving just not away from your group, but just kind of laterally to it.
I know what this is, but Saluna doesn't.
Correct.
Everyone else would actually know what these is because I think they've dealt with these
Except
before.
Corey.
Yeah. So yeah,
Corey may have fought it as a monster.
yeah.
Possibly. Roll me a d20. I'll give you a 8 or higher.
Yeah.
You have fought one of these.
Yeah, by level 6 you probably would have come across one. I'll kind of scuttle back to everybody and try my best to mime out that there is something ahead.
Okay, give me charades. Go.
And kind of rear up on two on my back legs and just like
Ah, it's a
my
monster.
pedipalps.
Oh my god!
Ah, it's a spider.
What's that, Saluna? Gob fell down the well. No.
That was the
He
previous
did?
room.
No.
So yeah, kind of.
What's that, Saluna? Gub fell down the well.
There's a giant spider over there. Over there?
All your arms
okay.
are going up, pointing in every direction.
Yeah. They went that way.
Are we? We're not still on the on like the really
No.
the 3-foot path anymore.
As soon as you guys got past it and you like hit into like a corridor that you headed down for about
Okay.
15 minutes or so
Mhm.
until this happened.
Mhm.
Okay, just making sure we're not still. It's not still that kind of. All right.
And the only sounds that's really hitting you guys is like kind of just the dripping of water.
Mhm.
Nice.
So yeah, if I'll do my best, like one arm up to my mouth for a kind of thing, and then follow.
Okay. Are you guys being stealthy when you follow?
Oh, the spider didn't tell me to be stealthy.
I tried.
So,
Well, you could take like 2 steps and he could turn around.
start
Whatever
like
you
start singing.
No monsters are here. No monsters.
Spider face palm. Face
Are you
pedipalp.
leading them towards the creature? Like, what are you trying to do?
Quietly towards it and like see if we can walk around it.
Is it sleeping?
So towards it, but
Oh, I want to skirt.
it's a large chamber.
Yeah, I want to skirt around it. Try avoid it.
Okay, so you're gonna take them in a different direction.
Would be nice.
Okay, that's pretty easy too. Are we being stealthy, boys, or are we just going?
I'll try and be stealthy.
Yeah. Okay.
Does chainmail give any disadvantage?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe so from all the clinking chainmail does.
Half plate doesn't. Or full plate. I think this is full plate.
It is full plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, this does.
But-
Full plate doesn't give disadvantage.
I
does
think
it?
every heavy armor does.
Every heavy armor and some medium armors.
Padded, scale mail, half plate, ring mail, chain mail, splint, and plate. All give disadvantage.
Chain shirt doesn't.
damn
chainmail
it.
does. Yeah.
Okay, we're doing well.
Yes.
Another group. Okay. Alrighty
This
then.
motherfucker's gonna see us.
Okay.
They aren't gonna know that
You-
I'm riding on Alaric's back.
At least it's gonna see the armored people.
Me and Alog are like bumping into each other. Get out of my! I'm trying to be stealthy.
You guys are slapping each other.
Be quiet.
That's really funny, actually. Okay. So, as you guys are wandering through, still skirting around, you're still a spider, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, as you guys are walking, Solomon,
Damn it.
you feel happen next to you as two other people scream, Abraxas and Goldir. As you turn, a large stalagmite has fallen from the ceiling and hit onto the ground next to you, as well as one Abraxas avoided one, and Braylon took one and it just smashed him as he's just.
So Abraxas, Goldir, and Braylon.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
Abraxas and Braylon. No.
Abraxas.
Abraxas dodged it.
Okay, so
Braylon,
Braylon and Goldir.
If
Goldir was
Braylon
not a
fights
Did you
it,
not mean Goldir? Okay.
then you can go ahead and res Merlin.
It was Braylon's fault. Braylon died. I can come back. Is Braylon able to walk? Like,
Yeah, he took a serious hit, but he just kind of.
Imagine trying to hide from somebody in heaven. Like, ah, shit, it's my axe.
how big is the the whatever in him?
He just got hit, bludgeoned by it.
Okay, so he
It
didn't go
like,
in him.
hit him
Okay.
to the back.
That's
like,
why I asked if he could walk.
He took a serious hit. People with above 15 perception. The one that missed John is slowly standing up.
Oh, I'm gonna hit it. I got a 15.
Hold on, did you say the stalagmite is standing up?
Stalactite. I did say stalagmite though.
Tight, sorry.
Yeah.
The stalactite is slowly standing up.
I have a 15. Fuck yeah, I do.
And I'll be
I
pushing
got time.
against it.
That's an attack of opportunity if I've ever seen one. Right, he's standing up in front of me, and you gave me enough time to notice it.
Standing up is not an attack of opportunity in this game.
But you got me. You gave me enough time to be like, if you got 15, you see it.
It's slowing. Slowly.
Yeah, it is slowly. It's not an attack of opportunity. You can absolutely attack it.
Oh, I'm gonna do what it did, what the other stalactites did. I'm just gonna like stab it into the ground.
Stab
It's
it into
fucking
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Let's roll D20 plus 6.
We could just, run if it's moving slowly.
That is a hit. As you. Let's see how much damage you do.
1 plus 3.
As you.
Nice.
It's just screaming.
If it's not gonna attack me, I'm gonna stab it again
It's not attacking you.
till it dies.
It's just screaming.
I rolled. Okay, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna keep moving
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
like,
while it's not noticed me.
John.
Yeah.
21 and an 18? I don't think that hits.
18 missed. 21 hit.
Okay.
21 matched it. Piece of shit.
The key is to recover their unconscious bodies and slink out with them.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go.
Followers of big stalactite.
yeah, stalactite, stalagmite.
John, you take 20 points of damage. As you're going to stab into it again, as one of them falls like right in front of you, as it just bangs directly into your armor, shoving you backwards as it hits the ground and flops over to its side.
How slow are these motherfuckers? Like, has the one that I stabbed stood up yet?
Yeah, he fell back over after you stabbed him. He's slowly
Alright,
getting back up.
I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna run. Run!
Okay. Cool. So you guys are all going to start running?
He
So
runs,
the ones
don't
that-
follow.
I'm slinking away.
The ones that
Yeah.
aren't seen yet probably aren't gonna run. Me,
Okay.
Braylon, Abraxas.
Yeah, like slowly
Those
moving
three
away,
stealthy
but
bucks are still hiding.
yeah, I'm still like
Guessing.
I'm keeping an eye on them.
Most of your group is being stealthy. Minus Danith, who's holding the lantern.
Step off, stay with Gub. I don't know where he is, but I whispered that into the.
You're
into
muted.
the-
Clay.
I said, I swear to God, if you come within 5 feet of me, I will kill you.
No, that's mean. I'm coming with you.
Shut up.
All right, you guys are just gonna start booking it.
They are.
Yeah. I'll
Fair enough.
from my
Who has the lantern? Are you guys gonna
Um,
leave it with Daneth, or someone else gonna take the lantern?
So I'm gonna take the lantern. Actually, no. How far is the lantern's
20 feet.
Oh, perfect. I could totally take that. And stay within range of them a little bit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my sword away and hold the shield above me and the lantern in the other hand, so it has a trouble hitting me in more areas and it can't hit me as
Okay.
much.
I'll seeing you took one hell of a hit, I'm actually gonna throw a heal out at you.
What
So
does a
Braylon.
spider heel look like?
Kinda a couple of like
Can you?
yeah, I can. My bum and
It's not
stomach
a-
caught. Like a couple of legs
that.
come out and I actually throw some web between it and kind of cat's cradle and boom, use it as a focus to set it out at you.
He webs you.
A little creepy.
Shoots his web at you.
Ugh, thank you.
He shoots his white sticky web at you.
Highs and lows. 7 healing.
Perfect.
It's not much, but better than
Um,
nothing.
Braylon, Goldir, no. Alaric, I don't think a 18 hits you, so we're gonna keep going. John. Yeah, like
23.
5 more of these things fall, nobody gets hit, as you guys are just moving.
Like I said, I'm gonna try to stay like moving, and if they're having trouble getting, like if they're not getting up and chasing very quickly, I'm gonna hold for them to catch up, like
Okay.
sneak up.
Okay.
Are they getting up particularly quick?
Those things? No. And as
Yeah.
they're starting to move, they're not moving very fast.
Okay, good. So I
At
can
all.
not,
I
I
think-
can not worry about.
Yeah, surprise attack monsters.
As they're just slowly crawling towards you guys.
They'll get us eventually.
How far is that light that we saw that we were?
It's closer now.
Yes.
It's still
Okay.
still 500, 800 feet.
It's fine. So we're like halfway away from
Yeah.
where we started. Okay.
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
I'll stay on
Yeah.
point.
As you guys are continuing to move,
I actually had a question.
Yeah.
So we moved away from the rock thing. Where did we go? Like what's around us? Do we see any more of them?
you just saw the ones that fell.
We can't see the ceiling, right?
You can't see the
120
ceiling.
feet up. Okay.
Guys, if we can sit for 10 minutes, I can make us easier to get by. I can cast silence, or I can use it now if we're in a hurry. And can't wait.
Ox, are they moving slow enough that we could wait for 10 minutes?
You have to move a little further away.
I
Braylon
don't. I think
goes.
we.
Braylon goes.
I
I
think
don't. I don't mean to be rude, but it's probably the light.
Got a point.
Dare you be so rude. Slap him.
You come out of stealth to slap him.
No, I don't.
Okay.
To be fair, we
It's got a point. Let's just keep going. Just
could probably.
As
Actually, I'm a spider. I can't say shit.
you guys keep moving, as the light is slowly getting away from these large things, a large form comes out of the darkness from the side where these things fell. As you
Mhm.
hear like stone being crushed as a large creature comes and just like grabs one of them and just pulls it into the darkness and then just starts crunching.
I think that's what Saluna was talking about.
Why don't we move away?
We have a. I point at the lantern.
You start hearing that like sound again.
I was
That's
hoping
right.
you hadn't
Stops.
seen us.
Is there like some rocks that we can hide behind real quick?
Yeah, I mean,
Just
there's,
like
yeah, you guys move
islands.
a little ways and get under like a stalactite or something.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Stalagmite. No, stalactite. Yeah, fuck. God damn it.
One day you'll get it
Mites
right
are the
on.
ones that go down.
Yep, stalactite. Yeah,
Is it
so
might
a large
fall-
formation like column and
Yeah.
stalactites.
Stalag, it has the G in it, which means ground. Stalactites, C in it, which means ceiling.
No, stalag might fall down.
No, stalagmite is on the ground. Stalactite
No.
is on the ceiling.
John, I really hope
You got it
can
wrong.
for this.
You got it wrong.
Can we just say the ground,
Yeah.
a ground spike or a
Yeah,
ceiling
ground spike. Yeah, ground spike.
I like that idea.
Ground spike. You find a large thing of columns and ground spikes that you
Yeah.
can hide behind if you want, as you continue hearing the crunching and the.
Make that noise again?
Does it? I'm gonna like peek up. Does it notice? Like, does it?
It's
Look at
still,
us.
It's you can't. I mean, you moved away to get it out of the.
Yeah, that's
to
fair.
Move away.
That's
you
fair.
can still hear whatever the hell this thing
Yeah,
is doing.
and
to these
Okay.
if you recall, like at night, you can see a fucking campfire from miles away.
That's right.
And if we've got such a big ass bright thing, we are visible from a long way.
It's fair.
Unless it's blind.
Oh, let's just wait here for the others.
Comes from stalactose, meaning dripping.
What does toast have to do with this?
I'm just curious what right.
Who's got an open hand right now?
As you guys are waiting for a couple minutes, eventually you hear, and you hear like something has just let out a screaming pain as you hear just something thud against stone. As you begin to hear kind of very heavy footsteps and screams and this guttural.
Oh yeah, you totally used those against us back in the day. Those are the same one that John
Yeah,
wished
that's
away his soul.
Yeah,
The droppers.
yeah, I have used those against you guys.
It was in that same cave where
Yeah.
John wished away his soul.
Mhm.
I knew. How are the memories?
As you hear this low reverberating like as it resonates something in this cave, and it sounds like one of the loudest things you've ever heard. It's just reverberating off of all these walls and hitting like a pure resonance as you're hearing this other creature just scream, as it sounds like some kind of battle. Really cool fights happening outside of your light source.
I want to whisper to Gub. Do you think he never was able to kill the king because he was too dumb to solve that puzzle? And
Maybe.
that's why he never came down here?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm
guys just
gonna be honest. I
continue
don't
to
think
hide.
that's it. I think he can just go past it.
Maybe.
Man, Abraxas, these people are taking a long time to get here. I wonder if they're talking about
You don't
something
see
stupid
Abra-
like us.
Prax is like, I thought they were stealthing. Are we sure they're not just here and not showing themselves?
Giant spider just like taps you on the shoulder.
I throw my shield at him. Ah!
Ah, spider! Smash it!
Can I have
Size of
that
a
back?
Doberman.
Can I have that back?
Say Gub just fucking face huggers onto Solomon.
You run out and just jump onto him.
Oh god. Slip off, I missed you so much.
That's not me.
Oh.
it's go.
Had this been a real attack, you would have died.
That's pretty good.
Gub's trying to teach me Unagi. I'm gonna hand the thing back to Deneth. The lantern back to Deneth and pull out the sword. There's a big mother over there, and she doesn't seem happy.
As you see a large hand fall, like tumbling into your light source as he holds up the lantern, as you hear. You're still hearing this like battle-y sound.
Sorry, Ox. The hand, was that the large hand of the big thing we saw, or?
Yeah, it looks like it's probably like this long.
Yeah,
it
and it's
just
ripped
comes-
off.
Wait, a long hand?
It's like a large-sized arm, rather, has been ripped off and thrown into your light source.
So that was the arm. of the thing that I was talking about. So whatever killed him is bigger.
Is it an Umber Hulk arm or is it a?
It is an Umber Hulk arm.
Oh, perfect. I can make those my undead friends.
I mean, if they're
If
undead,
they're
you
undead.
If
can.
they're undead, that's
They're
not what Solomon knows. As far as he's concerned. What are you talking about? They're
I feel like
Umber Hulks
Solomon
are.
knows what he can
What are
get.
you talking about? Umber Hulks are undead creatures. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to summon them
So, wait.
or control
summon
them.
them?
Control
Hold
them.
on.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to control
Why
them.
haven't you been doing that all the time?
I controlled those ones we fought.
No, I meant summoning them.
Oh, I didn't. I messed that up. Yeah.
You're still hearing this reverberating growl as there's no longer screaming happening from that other creature.
Guys, do you think
For
we
them.
should try and move away from here?
I'm
I
gonna
think we're
continue to well, I'm gonna look for it.
You're gonna go try to look for it?
Yeah.
The Umber Hulk or the
Uh,
arm?
I'll go with her.
Okay.
The
You're going
thing.
with her?
I'll scout with her.
Yeah. You guys see, as you guys kind of peek around with your 60 feet of dark vision, you guys see a 15-foot tall, large, what looks like some kind of stone-like skin, as it has these bulbs on it, almost like kind of the texture of like cooled lava, like cooling lava. Like I don't know how else to describe it, like an earth elemental kind of. That's the only way I could like this.
Is
That
this an
rocky
arcana or a nature?
arcana.
Big rock, I think.
Do I have time to hunter sense it?
Let me finish my description.
Okay.
As it's sitting about 15 feet at the top, as it has 4 arms, 2 on its left, 2 on its front, as 2 of them are currently down and picking up pieces of this Umber Hulk and putting it onto the top of it as you see this large mouth. And as in between its other 2 arms, you see a large eye, about this big, as it like bends down to pick up the piece of the Umber Hulk, and then it kind of comes back, and it's facing your general direction. Not sure if it sees you or if it's just more concerned with what it's doing.
I'm gonna hunter sense it.
And that gives you weaknesses, vulnerabilities.
Immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities.
And does it give you like resist? So like if it's like resistant to magic, it would be
That's
or
it.
non-resistant to magic, it would give you like it'd give you those things. All right. So it is resistant to piercing and slashing from non-magical attacks, not made of adamantine.
This shit's fucked.
As it starts to move,
Back away.
as
Slowly.
its three legs, as you see now the front leg, as it goes to one of these stalactites that's slowly trying to crawl away, as it literally just picks it up, puts it on the mouth, as you hear a large sound as it just drops a stalag as a roof spike, as it drops to the ground, and that spike just crumbles into basically nothing as it just
Oh.
walks over to like 2 more of them and just keeps going.
Walk over to the party.
It's resistant to non-bludgeoning from non-magical, non-bludgeoning from non-adamantine sources.
Wait,
So wait, hold on.
nothing that
So
we have-
so
if
we
you
need.
if you have a hammer, that's good. But
But it
But
slashing
it has to be a magic
or
hammer.
piercing or adamantine. No, wait, no. Magic's fine. If you don't have any magic, I recommend hitting with something blunt.
Or made of adamantine.
That yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good. Gub, are you good?
No. I mean,
I thought you.
I have
you have
thunder
magic, right?
damage. It's not really. It's like pseudo magic. I mean, it's magic to me.
Okay. Are you good, Corey? Can you do magic damage or blood or adamant, whatever that word is?
No.
Okay. Alaric,
Magic.
Yeah.
Why don't we do this? Everybody raise your hand if you can hurt him.
Goldier raises his hand.
I was gonna say I raised my
raised
hand.
mine.
Gub raises. Oh wait, Slip Off raises his
If
hand.
you-
Slings are blunt.
If you
I can
can
hurt him.
if you can
I thought they were piercing.
I thought a sling was blunt.
I-
Keep talking while I'll look it up. Keep looking.
let me rephrase that. Raise your hand
is
if you have
bludgeoning.
one
You're
of
right.
the things that Corey
You're right,
mentioned.
Fox.
Goldier,
I raised my hand.
Daneth,
Okay.
Slip Off.
Okay.
Gob, I can help you out.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Before we fight it,
As
I'm
you
going to
hear,
cast-
as you see this large form slightly glowing red.
Nearby.
Pulses for a little bit, and then the redness fades.
Okay.
As in
Oh,
the light
like,
source, you
when
can
you're
see
done.
the steam slowly rolling towards you guys.
Gob, quick, put your gun out.
Okay. I mean, it's always on my back, but here you go.
I'm gonna cast Elemental Weapon on it, Ox.
Mm-hmm.
It now becomes a +1 weapon, and it's going to deal an extra D for acid damage.
Okay. Cool.
So it gets through resistances now, right? This is magic.
Yes.
Bullets aren't magic, though. No, I'm just kidding. It'd be so stupid if it worked like that.
Does anyone have a one-handed weapon that they don't have a shield for? Anyone?
Slip Off.
Slip Off slings are two hands.
No, they aren't.
Oh, I'm thinking of a slingshot. I'm gonna give. Can he hold a medium shield?
Poorly.
Never mind. You're good. Slip Off. Anyone that isn't not Slip Off.
A medium shield.
I mean, Daneth doesn't have a shield.
I
But he needs a hand
I
free
throw
to
him.
cast a spell.
He doesn't have the lights. Oh, if he has the light source, then yeah, you can't do that.
Alright. Well,
I could use
if
a
anyone,
shield.
you can
What's
use
that?
your shield.
Sure.
I'm gonna toss him the one that can absorb. Wait, the shield can't do anything. It's just a +1 shield.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it to you. I'm gonna throw it to you.
I use a shield. I could use it.
Do you have one? Do you have a shield?
I have a shield. It's just a basic one.
Okay.
You're a
Corey doesn't have
spider.
one.
Yeah, I'm a spider.
Corey doesn't
Fine.
have one right now.
That thing did not require attunement.
No, because my armor required attunement. The shield didn't. It was just a +1 steel shield.
Ah,
Right.
if it's a steel shield, then I'll have to pass.
All right.
I currently have
Any-
18 AC then, Ox.
Any more advice, Corey, before we?
The steam has now rolled on to you guys. I need everybody to roll me a con save.
Everybody gets a +2.
Okay. Holy shit, guys!
What?
We're just the best. That's all.
We're
What?
tired of failing saves, Ox.
No kidding.
No.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
it's
I'm
all-
tired of failing saves too.
Is that everybody? Yeah. Solomon, 1 level of exhaustion, and you're considered poisoned.
What do you consider poison, Ox? Just say I didn't know what it meant to be considered poison. What would you consider me being
Disadvantage
considered
on
poison?
attack rolls and saves. Or no.
Oh, so
yeah,
fuck.
Saves.
attack.
Okay.
Isn't it attack rolls and checks, or is it saves?
I'll look it up.
Solomon, consider yourself fucked.
Good.
Thanks. That's what poison means.
So I know exhaustion is 1 level.
Yeah.
Poison. Attack rolls and ability checks.
Are we in combat right now, Ox, or could we cast?
You can cast.
Was there any damage element to that, or just the exhaustion?
just the exhaustion and the poison condition. As you're now just
Smells
coughing,
like home.
as it smells heavy of sulfur, as it
Oh.
kind of just rolls over onto you. It does smell like home. As it kind of gets into your lungs, everybody else kind of covers their mouths and kind of gets their heads away from it. It moves over quickly and then it's gone. But Solomon just, it's coming, right? Starts kind of choking a little bit, coughing, and the coughing fit causes the exhaustion.
Just
I think my lay on hands gets rid of poison.
It does.
No.
You can use.
Does it?
You can use 5.
I can instead of
Twice.
healing, instead of healing myself 5, I can cure the poison.
And you're
Okay.
immune to disease, I think, as a pally, or is that level 7? At some point, you
It's not
get
a
that.
disease.
I
I
think
know.
it's 7. Yeah, I don't know if I have it yet.
John, for the longest time, thought he was immune to poisons on his last
You
character
remember-
too.
Yes, and then I read it once, and I
Yeah,
think
he
Zane was like, "Are you immune to poison?" I'm like, "Yeah, it says it right here. You're immune to diseases, not poisons." Oh, that's
you,
what.
you were joking about drinking poison for so long, and you're like, "Oh, thank God I didn't do that."
that is just really cocky and thought he was immune to poison. All right, good talk, Coy. Let's do this.
I just liked it because he would always try and outdrink Nox, and Ox would be like, "No, fuck you. You still get drunk." And it's like, well, what is alcohol other than a poison?
Alcohol's
That's basically what
poison, Ox.
I mean, that's basically what happens. You react to a poison.
Yeah.
What side did the steam come from?
From one of your sides. It's not super
Okay.
super matter.
Well, that's where the guy is, Ox.
Yeah.
That's
The
why
other
it
side
matters.
of the wall, the east.
There you
the
go.
right.
The steam
Okay.
side connects to the guy side. The guy side connects to the sword side.
Is everyone ready?
Put your
Yes.
left foot in.
I'm gonna cure the poison, Ox, and then I'm gonna peek out.
Okay. As you peek out, you see maybe about 10 feet coming towards you guys in the light. 10 feet, you see.
So he's 110 feet away.
No, he's just. It's like he's stepping and he's slowly sinking deeper and deeper into the earth.
Goodbye.
And then he's
Oh.
gone.
Can
Ah.
I Slayer's pray him first?
Ah! Okay, yeah. I think I found it.
Can you what?
Can I Slayer's pray him first?
Sure.
Okay.
What does that do?
Extra damage. And,
Uh,
things.
Yeah, I get to do extra damage.
And I think
okay.
I've finally figured out exactly what this is. I think.
Okay, so do we run? He's gone. It's gone.
Did it have wings?
No.
Okay.
Where'd it go?
So it's not a gargoyle.
Into the earth.
I don't know if we should kill this, guys. I think it might be a child of Big Rock.
Or it might be defending something from the stalactites.
Or maybe it
What
just
if
eats
it just
everything down
went
here.
underground so we didn't see it come up to us?
What?
What if it went underground so we didn't see it come up
No,
to us?
I heard what you said. I didn't hear what Coy said.
Maybe it just kills everything down here.
That's true. We all float down here. Why don't we get going?
Yeah.
Are we
Uh,
stealthing or should we just?
Dex check from Daneth. That's a 4. As you guys are walking, as probably Solomon sees this first, as you're right next. Should we get walking, or as you see these large teeth come up from the ground and just
Please
Bite.
kill him.
directly like onto one of his legs?
Oh God.
Oh no, Dennis,
it's
it's got you. No.
They're caught in a bear trap.
As Daneth just screams out, struggling, and then lets go as this thing lets go and just sinks back into the earth.
Wouldn't have
Run!
wouldn't have a chance to actually bite it, would we?
It's just like that
It was
fucking
surprised. It just
Yeah.
popped up. You guys were
Kraken
talking
thing
about
in the desert.
Now at this point, if it does that, you absolutely can be prepared to hit it.
Did Daneth fall to the ground?
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Do you remember that thing, John? That
I
was
will-
big on
Oh.
the hands?
Can someone hold him? Can we put him on? Can we put him on the spider's back?
I just said I spare the dying and pick him up.
Okay.
Okay. Lantern. Who's picking up the lantern?
John was holding it already.
No, I gave it to Dennis.
'Cause
But
he
I'll
gave
pick
you
it.
a
I'll pick it
two-handed
up.
sword with it.
I'll pick it up.
I've got
I'll
I've
hold
got
the
8
two-handed
arms.
sword in one hand.
I've got 8
That's not how
arms.
that works. No, you could loop it on him. You could like loop it onto him up to his thorax. That's fine.
There we go. We'll do that,
I'll allow it. Just
and
dangle it.
then we'll start running.
Like fucking Skarner in League of Legends. He's got 8 legs. He should be able to buy 4 pairs of boots.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys begin just booking it.
Didn't they do something with Cassiopeia and boots?
Yeah, snakes can't wear boots.
So she gets passive increase on her speed.
Stupid.
So stupid.
Medusa can wear boots.
So, as you guys continue moving, sprinting towards the wall, I'm guessing?
Light.
Okay, that large light source on the end. As you guys begin sprinting towards that, you guys are running for, sprinting for the first couple, first like minute or two, and then you slowly start to slow down as you're just becoming tired from doing this. As now you're keeping up a nice jostle as get up to the light source. Nothing ever seems to catch you.
That's good.
As this light source goes up about 70 feet or so, as it abruptly stops like it's sheared, as to the left you can see a spot where this light source is not, maybe 50 feet away or so. Moving back so you can kind of see it a little easier, it is very clearly a large gate.
So
Let us in,
everything's
let us in, let us in.
You could just run over screaming, "Let us in, let us in, let us in!"
let me out, let me out, let me in, let me in.
Is that what you're doing, Gub?
I mean, we're all sprinting at this point. Does it look like there's anyone on the other side?
It's just, as you move up to it, there is someone on the other side.
Let us in, let us in, let us in.
As you hear, as a large tube is placed right in front of your head.
Ah.
What do you know about Ray Finkel?
Finkel's Einhorn. Einhorn.
Oh, friends. As he reaches down, grabs the gate,
It's him! Yes!
It's the robot.
just pushes it open.
Oh. What was
One
his
in-
name? Foom? Foom was his name, right?
It's Foom.
Foom.
Hello,
Oh, I met
Foom.
him.
In
You
whom we
guys all move
trust.
inside as it. This large black iron gate is closed, as behind him, a city. As you see, this lichen has been cultivated to give a slight light source on most buildings and otherwise. You can, from what you can see, from what this light irradiates, the moment this light source enters in, heads are turning. As about 3 individuals in this half plate begin walking forward. Two of them with large halberds, one with a sword and shield, one with no weapons. And a fifth one just kind of stands over by one of the buildings. A large number of people are starting to slowly gather. As one of these plate-mailed individuals moves forward. Welcome, outsiders. What brings you here?
We're here to
We
kill
have
you, King.
come to speak to the king, and for a few other reasons, but mostly that one.
Looks up at Foom.
You let these assholes in.
Greenskin.
Ah,
Tribe.
eh.
Tribe.
Boombringer.
Not familiar.
We're
One of the new trading partners.
possibly. Gub has been setting up new trades along the coast.
Whose spider is that?
Oh, that not spider, that horse lady.
That's not a spider. That's a horse.
He's not kidding. It's. You can become a horse
Yeah,
now.
I dropped the form.
Damn it! I was gonna do a magic
Steps
trick.
back as to Halberd.
No.
Come, come to relax a little bit, but now they're very much on edge.
Sorry. You
Becomes
didn't point a
smaller.
sword at the spider, but you pointed a sword at the horse.
We see spiders all the time. I haven't seen this display
That's-
of magic in some though.
That size spiders?
Yes,
This
they're.
is a
They
lot.
I
live in
don't.
caves.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Yes,
We leave.
we came in the
Boom,
correct.
open the gate for them.
No, Foom, keep the gate closed. Keep
I'll
the gate
take my
closed.
chances with the vampire.
No. Boom, keep the gate. No, please, come on. There's a
Stops
big
and
rock
looks.
out there. There's a flaming rock monster out there.
Dun, dun,
Looks
dun,
to the
dun,
guard.
dun, 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 dun.
Boom
Rock
looks to the
monster.
guard and goes, "Explain yourselves quickly, otherwise we throw you out."
Well,
Tell him about the darkness.
one
Tell
thing
him we're
is,
here.
he was the reason why he is here because of us, pointing to Thum. We came here because we had things to do, and we are trying to stop this darkness that is all over the place.
Look up at Foom. Looks back. He just.
We have two of his little robot brothers here, behind the sea.
As soon as they enter into the gate, they just walk away.
Well, they were here a moment ago.
No, they like come in and just start wandering in opposite directions. They just leave.
Well, bye guys.
Hooray! Fucking escort quests.
Foom.
It is true. We saved. We
Freed.
allowed Foom to leave the tower to return to the capital.
Right.
We also fixed his speech.
Shame you didn't leave it broken.
What?
That's quite rude.
Why are you
He
a
seems
jerk?
to be helping you.
No, you people won't do long without collars on.
Come again.
Collars. Keeping tabs on slaves and otherwise.
Gub is not slave. You misunderstand.
There are no non-free dwarves here. No,
There are
no
no
non-dwarf frees here.
But Gub
Well,
is
as you
not
can see, I'm a
slave.
tall dwarf.
Gub is green dwarf.
I'm a
I
dragon
was
dwarf.
raised by a dwarf.
Dragon.
This is a horse dwarf.
To be fair, if you look at her thing, she has a very round dwarvish looking face and hairstyle.
So he pulls
These two dwarves are our father. They are very sexually promiscuous.
Wait, they're both our fathers?
off- Yeah,
Yes.
two dads.
Alright.
Listen, anybody that one of them had sex with, both of them had sex with. So just whoever's child it is. History.
As this dwarf pulls off his helmet, as this all blackened skin, white eyes begin to shine through with this black hair that sweeps back. This is kind of elongated and gnarled nose. Kind of comes out. This is not funny.
Yep. You're right.
Goldir goes, it's pretty funny.
I'm
Shut up,
one,
Dad.
I'm 1/16th dwarf on my mother's side.
There are no non-free dwarves here. You wear the collars, or I have you leave.
Does wearing the collars mean that we're restricted in any way?
It means you're marked as, well, slaves. But Foom goes, they're mine, or they are mine. You can't have slaves. And Foom
Are you gonna
This-
question him?
Foom turns the gun and goes, I might slip. The dwarf like takes a step back, like, uh,
Boom's our pimp.
Do you have to be a slave if you are an emissary from another place?
Show me your proof. He's like looking nervously at you and back at Foom.
Oh dear.
Well, this man.
Wait, real quick. Do you want to question somebody who went through that?
She said.
Come in here offering to cleanse the darkness. And you tell us we have to be slaves?
These will mark you as slaves. You will be the slave of his. And I will see about getting you an audience with an official. You can talk with one of them. But the rules are
Who?
rules.
Boom, I thought you said you could get us to talk to the king. Or you said something about doing us a favor. Or something.
This is your favor.
Oh, good.
You
Wow.
are my slaves now. I will treat you well. Pat, pat.
What are the what do the collars do exactly?
Allow for scrying, listening.
Ugh.
They also mark you amongst the people. Can't trade, hold jobs, buy homes.
I'm gonna be
Sorry,
naked
can't
all the
trade?
time.
Correct. The merchants will.
That's
deal with
gotta be so awful for your economy. How do you
Wait.
trade with people?
it. Slaves do hard labor.
And
And they are provided food by their master? Like the
Good.
master has... Okay.
but like, what if
Boom goes. I don't eat.
we had like a
I'm
carton
hungry.
of
Hungry, Dad.
expensive goods, and we came in here to sell them to your people, and no, not allowed?
Wonderful prices.
Then one of our officials will be the ones to make that call. However, typically, slaves cannot trade or own property, businesses or otherwise.
I don't want
And
to
seeing as you have not yet spoken to an official, we have not established yourselves as trading partners.
what,
Can we
what
speak to an official then? As not slaves?
If we're slaves, do we lose any equipment and stuff we have on us at the moment?
No,
Oh, good.
not in these
You know-
circumstances.
I think I'm okay with this.
I'm definitely not okay with this.
If you're saying that we get a collar, and when we talk to an official, we have the chance to get the collar taken off. Yes? Is that what you're saying? So you have no say in if we can wear a collar or not.
I have the say of saying you don't get to come in if without the call.
Okay, so it sounds like we don't need to be talking to you. We need to be talking to an official.
Yeah.
If we don't,
But put it.
if we don't,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Pleading your case here will do you no good.
Yes, it's either collar or rock monster. So, I would like to be the first in line for a collar.
Foom leans in and goes, collar.
Yes.
Then he comes back and goes, as he like looks down at Braylon and goes, that was good, right? As Braylon's like, yeah. The fuck is this?
Robot.
Yeah.
Machine
As,
man.
yeah, they start pulling out collars for you guys.
I am not happy about this.
They're thick.
Are they putting them on, or are they
They're
giving
just giving them to you guys.
What?
They're giving them to you guys.
May I detect magic on mine?
Sure.
You know that they have magic.
Can I
It's
wait? I
magical.
want to see. I want to wait
What
until
ours?
Solomon locks his into place. Like, is it?
Yeah.
Does it like glow or anything? What does it do?
Okay, you do it.
Yeah, I'll click it on.
It as soon as you click it, it begins to glow and pulse. Not brightly, just faintly, like purple, a small purple around the seam on both sides.
Perfect.
Are there keys to these? Like, who can take them off?
Your master, or in this case, an official, should they choose to.
Well, Foom's my master.
Foom goes, I have no keys.
But and the master has no say
Can he?
in whether we can wear. Sorry, Gum.
Can he have the keys then?
He would remove them upon your death to put onto a new slave.
What?
Most,
You guys really know how to do things down here.
You really know how to speak for someone else.
these are just the rules of the city.
What auras
Oh.
do I pick up with my detect magic?
Before putting it on, I want to go to go. This place is dumb. Are we sure we want to save it?
Yeah. So neither of us have our collars on, right?
Not yet, no.
Okay, good. I was like, yeah, I'm totally okay with letting this place fucking die.
Divination, transmutation, and enchantment.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm siding more and more with the vampire.
Yeah, if their king was allowing for this shit, fuck them. I don't care who their king is.
Yeah, let's try and see if we can't kill him and just get out of here.
Okay, good plan.
Okay. Good news! We've decided to side with the master.
Good news, everyone.
Foom goes, good news.
Good news.
Well, we can probably. How old is the king?
Hey, Thoom.
Yeah.
What's your current directive?
Protect the gate, enforce the law.
Good.
I'm gonna like pat him on the leg.
Thank you.
Foom, can I ask you a question in private?
Like leans in real close to you.
I'm whispering this. I'm just saying it loud so you guys can hear me.
Sure.
What makes it legal to kill someone?
Well, if they're a slave and they have slighted you, it is legal to kill that slave, barring that you are not a slave. If someone has killed you, then you may be revived and come back and kill them.
Guys, I've got a plan.
That's
on how to
known as
kill the king.
that's known as Petty's law.
It's pretty funny.
Petty's law.
Someone please clip that.
If an officiate finds you guilty,
I can't
of
because
a
I get
crime
this
that
double
they
sound.
see punishable by death, such as stealing a slave, speaking ill of a noble house, combat trials, tournaments.
What's needed for a combat trial?
Combat.
An offense to be given and the individual to accept.
You stink. I challenge.
Or if
So
given
can I walk up to someone and challenge them? Say, you looked at me wrong. I challenge you to fight, and then it's up to them.
Probably not if
as
you're a
long as
slave.
as long as there is a witness, and well, you could not, correct? You were a slave.
But you could.
I cannot.
Who just
But
goes
what if they broke
wide-eyed?
the law?
Foom. Who controls your directives?
The king
Oh. Okay.
and his artificers.
Barrier.
Hey, Foom.
Yeah.
How was the king decided? Like, was it some election long ago? Is it a royal bloodline?
Royal bloodline.
How did his family come into power?
Well,
Can we find some place? Okay, let's all put our collars on and
Wait,
find
wait,
some.
wait,
these guards
I
are
have
like
a question
looking.
going on.
Well, at one time, his line was of the greatest craftsmen. Built incredible armors and armaments of war, and allowed their craftsman class to become a warrior class and prove themselves in battle in defense of the home and leading armies. And his house was elevated to a noble house, who was then at that point voted as our king from the other noble houses.
So, is there anything that could cause a new election?
If enough other noble houses were to go against, yes.
Okay.
However, if it were to be a new election were to be imposed, during that process, the current king's power still stands.
Okay.
That sounds fair.
Until he is deposed.
That sounds not authoritarian at all.
Is he a good king?
I do not have the ability to judge that.
How long has he been king?
Searching.
Anyone else hearing the dial-up noise?
I have not been updated with this information from my artificer.
Hey, you. How long has this king been king? Is it the same one that since the darkness started, or is there?
Yes, and may his power reign
Okay.
Wait,
and
Oh.
guide us into salvation.
Who is our Lord's name?
I feel like you're patronizing me, Greenkin.
What? No. If I am a slave under my master and my master's master is the king, then I wasn't patronizing him. Like, I was just trying to fit in with the.
the master of my master is my master.
I don't know. I was just trying to fucking call him by a proper title so that I wouldn't be fucking slapped for saying, like.
That's fair. What is the proper title?
You know, this is probably not what you want to talk about at someone's gate.
I disagree.
We just
is like
came
a-
here,
this is
we
like
know
a
nothing
training.
about their customs.
If we go out and mess something up, they're just gonna kill us. They're not gonna give us a grace period like these fine men.
See, that was
Yeah.
patronizing.
That wasn't patronizing.
I
That's
was not-
kissing butt. Oh, there's a difference. Excuse me, sirs. Can I ask a few questions? I know I'm a slave now, but still have a couple. I'm gonna go ahead and say them anyway. Are guards well paid in this city? Just answer. I don't care. Ballpark. Fairly, yeah.
Do you still
And
use
how does-
common gold coins, or do you have like your own currency that doesn't?
Gold is fine. It converts well.
How does the city feel about bribing those who work for the city?
Are bribes allowed?
Just
Ask-
the
Yeah. What?
He looks
Um,
up to Foom. No. That would
Okay.
be highly illegal.
I
Some
like
places
give him.
bribes are illegal. I mean, they're expected.
sense
Like-
motive. Sense motive on
Yeah,
bribes
go
are
ahead.
highly illegal.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, such a bunch of dumb fucks.
Insight. Hey, this is a legitimate thing to fucking insight.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're in Mexico,
Is he just saying it because the Foom is right there and will kill him?
He made very interesting eye movements to Foom when he was saying no, that would be highly illegal.
Okay. Cool.
Would some guards expect it?
A tip is always appreciated.
Got it.
But to bribe somebody to ignore a crime, that would be heavily illegal.
Well, if you want a tip, don't put collars on people as soon as they come in.
My friend
He
Murray.
goes, and one of the other
Just
guards.
tip.
Oh God, feedback. One of the other guards just goes, "Then don't come to our city. It is our rules. You may leave any time. I shall take the collar back after you leave, or die."
Do a lot of slaves die in this city?
They're slaves. Yes.
What's the ratio to slaves dying
Well, no.
to slaves leaving?
It's not like they have a lot of outside trade, so if they still have trade or slaves are this long, I mean, they gotta live an okay life.
Depends on the job.
You're justifying slavery right now.
I'm not
That's what you-
justifying slavery. I'm saying that their death rate has to be lower than their birth rate.
That's fair. If a slave and another slave have a kid, is that child a slave or is that child born in the city, therefore
You really
not a
have to
slave?
ask yourself that.
If they-
You
if
have
they-
to-
yeah,
If they're not a dwarf, they're a slave. What about half dwarves?
Hey, yo,
like-
Danith.
Yeah, like what if I made it with Dennis over here?
Yeah. What about bastard children? What about bastard?
Are they slaves?
If they are of dwarven bloodline, they could. They can be conscripted, and should they earn their rights, while they would not, their sons may have a better life than them, and some have been elevated beyond slavery.
So we might encounter some like quarter and like eighth dwarves and stuff around.
True.
As I said, they in
Like-
116.
It is very much a caste system. But you can move beyond your place, as our current king's family has.
Well, then it's not a caste system.
Oh no, it is very much. Unless elevated by those above your place, you may never
Well-
leave.
Well, then it's not a caste system.
What the fuck would you call it?
A pyramid scheme.
Feudalism. Totalitarian. Words.
I
Town.
disagree that John just said feudalism.
Judaism.
Feudalism.
If there's any social mobility, then it's not a caste system.
You need to expand your sense of what a caste is.
But no, that's what the definition of a caste system is.
In your culture.
But no, that's what the
He's
word
got a
means.
point. He's got a point.
In your culture.
This place is upside down, Corey. Don't question it.
I mean,
Where's-
maybe there's a dwarven word caste that means something different, but if we're speaking common, then
There's
this is what caste means.
Dwarves put Q's in front of their cast. It's a totally different. It's a totally different word.
Silent Q.
I don't speak Dwarvish, but
Yeah.
uh,
It
I do
shows.
speak common.
Do you guys speak Dwarvish? Or do you guys use like a different tongue
It's
for
dwarvish.
it? Okay, there's not like a special dialect going on here.
There aren't a lot of us who know common. That's part of the reasons the callers
What do you mean?
speak and understand dwarvish.
Oh, that's cool. Well, short of the scrying and slave part, that's pretty cool.
The
I think
scrying
I'm
is
ready.
still very
I
cool.
think I'm ready to get a drink.
Are there like slave bars?
There
Bars
are,
for
there are
slaves?
slave towns, yes. There are where specific workers may go and they may exchange tokens.
All right, let's fucking
Wait,
go.
tokens or gold?
You could use gold, it translates well.
I didn't know if it was like a slaves don't get paid in actual money; they get paid in tokens.
Typically, that's how it is, and it represents which house they come from.
Which house would we come from? Are we houseless?
Looks at Foom. Foom goes, "I do not have I do not have a house."
Oh, we're off
Well,
the grid.
If he's ordered by the king, doesn't that make us part of the king's house?
One of the guards goes, "I'm ordered by the king." Doesn't mean I'm part of the king's house.
It's a king.
Not with that attitude.
But if the king,
But
and
it's
then-
like the king's like his dad, though.
yeah, so that
Only-
makes him like our granddad.
One of the great artificers would have been.
Anyone else
Boom.
picture like we go up to meet the king and Gub just leaps up into his lap, Animaniac style. It's like, can we call you Dadu?
Immediately murdered.
Yeah.
You guys notice how quickly we get through puzzles and then we get to a basic fucking interaction and we're here for like 2 hours?
Bullshitting, yeah. Puzzle, up, down, left, right,
We're only
BA.
taking for 1 hour,
Oh man,
but we have to get all the information.
And learn
That's
how things
right.
works.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
We don't want to get in there and spit on a noble.
We should.
The one night we don't have Logan's camera on, I wanted to see his face on that.
Oh man.
Oh, my jaw hurts.
And Danith and Goldier don't have collars, right?
No, they do.
They do.
They're not. There are no free dwarves. There are slave dwarves, but there are no non.
Oh, I forgot these people weren't dwarves. God damn it.
They are dwarves, but there are people
cave
in
dwarves.
this place that are slaves that
What?
are dwarves.
Well, then
There are
can't-
no free dwarves.
There
There's
are
no
no
free non-dwarves.
correct.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. I understand what
was
you're
just
saying.
it wrong.
They should really just say dwarves are the only free race here. That's what they should say.
Dwarves born in this town. Sorry. One last terminology
Well, it's
question,
not
and then I
all
want to
dwarves,
leave.
It's dwarves. Like a dwarf born in this town can be made a slave by committing a crime.
Mm.
There's been a lot of debate what dwarves from this town and this area call
Don't-
themselves.
don't
What do you consider yourself? If I asked you, I'm a dragonborn, and you are what? What are you?
A dwarf.
You say dwarf? Okay. Well, no, because I've heard of like hill dwarves and mountain dwarves and all that. And I didn't know if there was like a subset, like per se cave dwarf or something like that. I wasn't sure.
Most dwarves live in caves.
Not the dwarves I've known.
That one didn't. I pointed at Dennis.
He's a bad dwarf then. Staneth like grits his teeth a little bit.
No,
We
he's
should go.
Now you have to be a slave. Here, take my collar. You will wear
Take my
2
collar.
collars. Slave.
You have insulted one of us. They haven't had their collars put on
Must
yet.
die.
That is a crime. You must be a slave now.
he's
Slander.
far too old to be a useful slave. You should just take the collar off,
He'll be a servitile slave. He's not a laborer.
like a scribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Like a butler.
You said butt.
All right,
Honestly,
let's go get some drinks
well, how
before
about,
we get killed.
are we not
Slave
looking?
town. Slave town. Slave
Aren't
town.
we looking for someone of higher authority, some official to talk to?
Yeah, they said that they're gonna get us them, but we have to
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
Yes, but I want to go
And
to a
the-
tavern and
yeah,
get a
and-
room and wait because my feet hurt. Saluda.
Okay.
Look at the gash that's on his foot.
But like hanging off again by like a thread. Gov just looks at it.
Oh yeah, you guys never healed Daneth. I guess he actually wouldn't be speaking. You guys would just be holding him. You guys never healed him. He's been unconscious this whole time.
I'll put a 5 into him.
This slave sleeps on the job. That's why he's
I'm
my
gonna
slave.
go like this. I'm gonna do the pop noise in his mouth and heal him. Wake up, bud. Yeah, I can't do it, but
What?
I can't do it either.
Because you're doing it the
Oh,
wrong
wait.
way, you idiot.
Yeah.
You're going like no. You're going like that. Go upside down.
Right over here. Yeah.
No,
No.
no. You're doing
We're
this.
literally showing you.
You're doing this. Yep.
He's so excited.
And you've got to make a seal.
no, I'm done. I'm over it.
You're just sticking your
Slave
finger
trap.
in and
Slave town. Slave
Can we
town.
take a break now that we're out of this?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
like that I like to think that we're doing this in character.
Slave town? Or,
As you guys are going to the slave town, just making. I can't make that popping noise. Like.
yeah, it's the
No, look, it's
dragonborn
all-
mouth.
We're literally showing you.
Okay, go into a break.
Okay. As you guys are doing the popping mouth thing, Logan left for a little bit, or Logan's gone for the night. He had to go to bed, so no big deal. We'll continue on. We will see him next week
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
in Alaric. For now, he will stay at the tavern, I guess.
I have a friend.
So, you guys are gonna find the slave places?
Yeah, slave
Slave
bar.
tavern.
Slave town.
As you guys wander through, armed, with this beacon-like light source, as people turn heads, nobody in particular stops you. You guys, they kind of give you general directions of how to get there as you follow the perimeters, moving until you get into the mountain. As you wander down a little bit past the set of guards, and you kind of walk into what looks like potentially a mine. As you see a bunch of tents and otherwise that have been set up. You see a lot of fire, which is a sight that you guys have not seen here before. And
The
you
whole
begin...
town is on fire. It's all.
So much for the slave town. No, I guess he's trying to railroad us somewhere. And as you guys walk past guards, as there's kind of these like palisade defenses, as there's a number of guards that are kind of blocking the main tunnel, and the palisade defenses are out. As you can see deeper into the tunnel, a little bit to the ways, this is kind of an offshoot. As there are probably about 5, like 2 humans, 2 dwarves, and then a kobold, all kind of like shittily armed, kind of guarding the gate. And as you walk forward, one of the dwarves goes, "Oh, newcomers! Haven't seen your folk before here. Welcome. You guys just get released from one of the larger houses."
No.
Is he wearing a collar?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
No, we're visiting.
You're visiting? From where?
A lot of places.
Out of town.
Out of town, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am from the Banui Savannah. From far away.
Sure. Absolutely. I don't know where that is. Do you? He looks at every one of the dwarves. I don't know. Well, in any case, welcome. Did you bring anything fun?
Lots of gold.
Myself?
Okay, firstly, don't. Okay, good. Secondly,
I was
that's a good
gonna
way to
say.
get robbed.
I hope someone tries to. Who's in here? Does anyone in here that's armed? Is anybody else in here armed?
Some of them, they're good,
No, like, what?
they're good pickpockets, and the biggest problem is, which house do you belong to again?
Who's the
Our
king?
owner's a robot.
I'm sorry.
Thum at the
Wait,
gate.
what's the ruling house right now?
The ruling house?
Yeah.
Pause. Let me pull it up.
It doesn't matter the name.
To his
Har-
clipboard.
The king.
The
What?
house of Hardmole.
Hardmole. Oh, okay. Well, the king of House Hardmole is my grandfather. So.
The soft mall.
Oh, then forgive me, Your Highness. Please, by all means,
Oh.
come in.
Oh, he's a bastard. You don't have to say, Your Highness.
I was being patronizing,
Oh, I know, but
because either he's a disgraced noble, and so he became a slave, or he's lying, in which case he's a liar.
you
I
know,
mean-
he's like half telling the truth.
What does that even mean?
Well, you see, the king made our robot, who is our slave owner, and so that kind of makes him my grandfather.
He's like glossed over.
No, your grand slave
come on
master.
in. Let me show you around. Come on.
You're very nice. Which one is this that's talking to us?
The first dwarf that greeted you guys.
The dwarf. I like you. What's your name?
Grugug.
Grugug.
That's
My
not
name.
actually my name. That's what I was named.
Well, what's your actual name?
Wait, we can
Dwarf
do
breed.
that to people?
What?
Dwargrid.
Dwargrid? Solomon, your name Grugug.
Salute his horse now. So your name's Horse.
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 Okay.
Grugug, get this horse some ale.
Um,
Put it in a
I
trough or
don't
something.
think I have.
Don't call him Grugud. What was your name again? I apologize. Grugud just stuck much easier.
Well, that was both were my name. It's
Oh.
just this is what I have been named, and then I had the name. He hasn't
Okay.
introduced himself.
Well, what do you prefer to go by?
What my master calls me,
I'm
Who's your
guessing that's
master?
Grugud?
Gru Gug.
Grugug. Okay.
Grugug.
My name Gub. Nice to meet you.
As
I
the
gave
other dwarf goes, I'm Lemore.
more.
Lemore. Do you have any rooms upstairs available, Lemore and
all-
Grugug?
Bad news is, no, we have no rooms upstairs. Good news is we have plenty on the ground floor. They're all tents.
Oh. So all the rooms, there's no rooms upstairs, or they're all taken?
But I don't see any second floor tents, do you?
Oh, there's not a second floor in this building. Okay.
It's a
Don't
yurt
worry.
town. There's a
We'll-
bunch of tents.
I'll put my tent on top of your tent, Solomon.
I
And
don't
then
know if that counts. As
I'm-
they start walking, one of them
Well,
starts
well,
like acting like he's guiding as he turns around and kind of motions as he just goes, I don't know if that would. I mean, I suppose if you count the one that's been crushed as a tent, it's the first floor. As he's just kind of wandering forward.
You know, you told me not to lie, Gub, but yet you can do it.
when did Gub lie?
Just before.
Saying what?
You aren't really his grandson.
When did we tell you not to lie?
Some
You
kind
never
of-
lie.
Gub told Saluna not to lie, and it was because she was.
She was a bad liar.
Hey,
you
Gub
weren't
told
there.
you
Oh,
because
yes,
you are
yes.
bad liar. Gub
Oh.
is great liar.
Yes, that's exactly the reason why you can't lie is because you can't lie.
Yeah,
You're bad at
I
it.
suck at it.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why you shouldn't lie.
Yeah.
So
Because you're.
this is the market. It's where we trade what goods that we have scrounged or what things our masters have given us. It's a lot of trading. Monetary value doesn't have a whole lot of use here. However, if you move over there, that's where we are commissioned our equipment for the day. All right. As we keep going down, these are where most people live. Although, to be honest, this is where all the commoners live. We're all slaves. Fuck those guys, right? Fucking wealthy sons of bitches. As he keeps walking over and he goes, and this, well, it's our one and only tavern. Just don't look anyone too long in the eye. They might think it as a challenge, and, well, you don't want to hit another man's slave.
Oh, damn it.
Unless you're of a higher
Slave
stand.
You?
What's that?
But what if another man's slave hits you?
Well, then at that point, it's the house who's the higher house that
Might think we're the highest house.
gets to
Oh.
decide the punishment there.
Gub is of highest house.
How
Gub's
much
house sits so high.
do you know how much money the tavern brings in daily? Do you know him at all? Is the guy reasonable?
Oh, she's
Who
great.
owns the tavern? Oh, it's a female. The one time. Oh, okay.
Women can have jobs here.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
very
I know, but normally if I say he, it's a he, but people are like, oh, what? Only men can win it. So I figured, never mind.
That was you made that.
Where
so
are you
much more
from?
difficult than
Where
it
am I
needed.
from? You probably wouldn't know.
That's probably true. Just keep your purses close, but keep them open so that you can pay handsomely.
I'm just
Bribery
gonna-
goes a long way here. That's all I'm saying.
I'm
Just
gonna
you
keep
just pay somebody off, then I'll just move.
Okay. I'm gonna keep my
Technically,
purse in-
prostitution is illegal. However, just so that you're all aware, there are some beautiful women in there and men, to be fair. And
Yeah.
well,
Men
while
can
they
be prostitutes
while
too.
prostitution is illegal, well, there's no prostitutes there. But there are many people who are promiscuous who like to have coin left by the bedside.
Wait, bedside. I thought you had tents. You didn't say anything about beds.
Tent side.
A bed can be a bedroll. It's in the name. Why are you people so obstinate?
Because we don't come from places like this.
Listen, we
It's
are.
dark and wet and cramped.
It's just a
We-
little wet and mostly dark.
We
There's a
just-
fire.
when we talk to people, we like to make things as difficult as possible. That's all. It's
Won't
nothing.
go well here. You learn now. This is important. You say that to the wrong person, they're gonna cut your
Listen,
hands off.
Listen,
Well,
we already talked
That's
to
the thing is
someone.
that we know that you aren't important.
If
Well,
somebody wants to fight us, they make more mistakes when they're angry.
Gub, we're supposed to be making friends, but we're shitting on the people that are nice to us.
Gub is kidding.
No.
Smart of you.
Hey,
Just
listen,
be careful
let's
on
bribe
the-
him. Let's bribe him. Here's 1 gold. Forget about everything we just said to you.
All the bad stuff. The good stuff, you
Oh, yeah. Yes.
don't forget
yes.
everything. Keep the good stuff.
Listen.
Listen. Oh, go ahead, Gub.
I like to imagine what that happens. We both put our arms around the. Listen.
Listen.
One's around the shoulders, one's around the hips.
Yeah, one's like
One's around the
dangerously close
thigh.
to penis. Yeah.
Listen.
Well,
Gub's like
He's
holding
not
both
that
my
much
ass cheeks
how
together.
tall is Gub?
I'm 3'3", I think.
Solomon's 6 foot.
So it's basically you to John.
No, it isn't.
He's like just.
No,
like,
I'm
top of his head's
taller
like at
than
their
what
belly
Solomon is, and he's at my waist.
No, he's saying like the difference between height is like between me and between Gub and the dwarf is the
Oh,
same.
Gub and the dwarf. Okay,
Me
I
and-
think I meant me and
It's
Gub.
about a
Yeah.
It's like
yeah, that's fair.
a weird ass evolution of man.
He's like right here on him. Gub is.
Hold on, I didn't see that right there. Okay.
You're like
Like,
right about here.
like underneath
Yeah,
the.
then I'll reach up and put an arm on his shoulder. Like, hey,
Alright.
Me too.
listen.
Listen.
I like penis.
What is happening? You people are so strange. I like it.
You seem nice.
Oh,
If
you're
you
just
continue to be nice to us and show us the ropes, and you stay by me and make sure I don't do anything stupid,
Then
there's
you'll be the
more
first
where
to-
that came from.
I mean, I do have a job in the morning, but
Yes, but after your job, because I don't have jobs.
what's that?
But we're told slaves can't have jobs.
Listen,
They can't own.
Yeah.
I have a task. How about we put? We like to give
Okay.
ourselves some kind of dignity here.
Yeah.
Come on.
you go to your slave job in the morning, and then you're my slave at night. How about that?
I don't like this. And
Okay.
I can be
And I
your
guess you don't want-
employee, which would also be illegal. I mean,
Oh, slaves can't have employees. I have slaves.
Yeah, but we have a slave, and I just look at Dan who's still passed out.
he's awake. You guys.
Sorry. Yes, you can be my. How about this? You can be my contracted, friend. I contracted my
yes,
friend. and him.
yes.
Yes.
That kind of talk will go
Yes.
far.
Absolutely.
Dwarves love
Yeah,
contracts.
sure. To be
No
fair,
dwarf.
guarding the gate out there is volunteered. Fuck them. What's the
Wait,
worst that's gonna happen?
they're volunteered.
Yeah, scorpions come out in the middle of the night. It's scary.
Wait, the guard like at the gate to leave.
No. Those guards that are armed, like the actual guards,
Yes,
they
yes.
keep them from going in the city. These are the
Wait,
lower mines.
Wait,
We-
scorpions come out at night here?
Yeah, sometimes yes.
Did you guys ever think that if you all killed yourselves, the nobles wouldn't be able to provide any labor? I was just
No.
thinking about this.
Hold on.
Or if you
we had
all
a man-
refuse to work?
We had a man. I think his name was Himstown, and he talked about this. I think he killed himself and a few other people.
Yeah.
Don't drink the punch.
How many slaves are in their city, and how many not slaves are there in the
Yeah.
city?
What's the ratio of slave to noble?
There's
Or
probably
slave.
about 200 people in the mining camp. Probably in around the craftsmen. There's probably somewhere around another few hundred. I haven't been in the palace. I can't really speak to that at all.
You see, I have this friend named Carl,
Okay.
and yeah, he has some words about the ruling class and the working class.
Well, continue.
Well, he had a friend John, and John. No.
Typically when the workers are oppressed and there's more of them
Pause.
than the rule.
We are not oppressed. We are quite happy with every part of our life. This sounds like propaganda to
Oh,
me, which is
yeah.
heavily illegal.
I agree.
I'm not talking about anything that's happening here. I'm talking about something that
Oh,
happened.
okay. From where you're from? Which was where
Yeah.
again?
very far away.
Oh yes, of course. You know what? How about we discuss this over a drink? Also, by the way, make connections early. Certain people sometimes they plant people, say they're from the palace, they stay for a couple years, they're snitches. Just stay away from the bitches. That's all I'm saying. The bitches are fine, but the
Can I
you'll
say
figure
something
it.
to you? Do
Yeah,
you
go
get out much? Because
just find out.
so, listen, you mentioned that, and now all I can think of, you're a spy from the palace. That's
Okay,
all so I'm putting that out there.
born and raised in the mining camp. You can ask anybody.
Solomon.
What?
Solomon, are you a
What?
spy?
You're right.
He's talking to someone.
He's talking to his master.
Yeah, that's my master.
With spy lords. Is that collar really on?
It doesn't
I-
happen. Doesn't
I
happen
might
very
be a
often,
spy.
and those people usually don't say that out loud. For God's sake.
Wait, what do you say?
Why would people get mad
Yeah, it would not
and
go well.
attack me, or would they stay far away from me?
Probably both. Depends on the person.
I don't.
They
Ox,
would
have I
attack
seen
you
anyone?
far,
Ox, have
far
I
away.
seen anyone in this part of town wearing leather armor? That is a slave. Okay. Yes.
All wearing full plate.
I
That's
will.
why.
Is anyone wearing armor?
There-
Is
a couple of them
anyone?
actually are wearing
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah. Good for them.
Very few.
Do they have a big sword on their back too?
No.
Are
Most
they
of them
are they dragons? Are any of them dragons?
No, none of them are
I'm,
dragons.
I'm not worried about them then.
Actually, there is one full dragon. He's just over there. Just a fucking,
Oh damn
just
it!
a black dragon just looking
Yes.
down.
That's
Well,
Ted.
Man,
That's
I
Ted.
hate being a dragon slave.
No, it's a red dragon. His name is Nebuchadnezzar.
They've had him since he was a baby. He doesn't realize just how much he could fuck him up.
Mining sucks. My hands work so poorly at it.
They don't even have him doing good tasks for a dragon. They have him doing normal shit.
He's the bath maid.
The doorman.
When they talk about like hot springs and a geezer or an old geezer heating the hot springs, that's him. He's
That's
the,
him.
he's the-
He eats.
What?
He eats.
He doesn't know that he can use a breath weapon. Just one day it happens, like,
Sneezes too hard.
Yeah,
Melts
he
the card.
sneezed or coughed or something.
what the fuck happened?
when you hit puberty and the first time you have a wet dream, it's like, what the fuck happened there?
All right. Well, let's head on in. Like I said, once again, usually the people who are from the palace usually go missing. So just if you see a body with a bunch of bludgeons on him, like probably best to keep going or not. Your choice.
Well, normally it would make sense that they would be watched. If they were
Well,
from
they
the
are,
palace.
but then if we're too suspicious, we just bludgeon them. It's always better safe than sorry.
Okay.
There's
What
a
do you
lot of
bludgeon? You bludgeon them with like a club or
With a
use
bludgeon.
rocks?
What if someone's about to bludgeon me?
Well, dodge a lot.
Go, don't be scared. We
Am I
fought a
allowed to
rock
defend
monster.
myself if I'm about to be bludgeoned?
Well, I mean that depends. If you're going to let the other person live, and there's no witnesses, well, you never know.
Sounds like there could always be a witness if as long as it's
sometimes.
these callers.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a chance. Sometimes you lose.
Well,
So
there can't possibly be more people. Like, it can't be one person watching every slave, right? It's got to be like a.
We haven't figured that out. We
What if
They
they
just got,
don't
like, 4
actually
monitors.
watch you, and it's just like you
What if
assume
you
they
have
do?
One guy that watches, but he died like 30 years ago, and nobody knows.
I mean,
They-
there's definitely been people who've been taken who are, spreading dissent. That happens.
I mean that could be a scare tactic, and they didn't actually have anything on those people.
Okay, Gub has important question.
Go ahead.
Do slaves participate in any sort of worship down here?
Yes.
Where can I find that place of worship?
Let me teach you the tavern. Come, child. As he walks you inside to the tavern.
Is preaching religion allowed?
As
Wait.
you, sure. As you go inside, as you see a wooden table, like it looks traditional bar-ish. As you see casks, no tables and chairs, just a bar a bunch of people standing around and people sitting on the floor drinking. There's a number of people just kind of singing and dancing, just kind of with bar shanties and the such, and relatively just trying to be of high spirits. Everyone here seems to be fairly happy.
We need to get a large
Good.
make folding chairs.
I agree. What, are we just gonna stand?
Oh yeah, or you could sit on the ground.
What?
Like a plebeian?
Like a slave?
Like a commoner?
To be fair, I always
Looks at you and goes, "Yeah, like a slave." Sorry, go ahead, Seluna.
stand.
You don't count. You have to.
Horse!
Horse, horse.
People begin chanting, "Horse, horse, horse, horse."
Yes.
As like a bunch of people stand up and are like trying to look over each other. As one of them
People are
goes,
like, "What's a
"Is
horse?"
that a fucking dragonborn?
Horse! Horse!
Horse,
Horse!
horse,
Horse!
Is that
Horse!
a
horse,
dragonborn?"
Horse! Horse!
Why?
horse.
Didn't we? As one of them walks up to you, as the people are like kind of not talking more, and they're like, "Didn't we kill all your kind?"
Probably.
Why?
Horse! Horse!
Horse.
What's the guy saying that? What does he look like that said that?
Just like a old dwarf, long beard,
Oh.
relatively muscular. He's been working in the mines. Got a pretty nasty cough.
It's cold. It's
Galdir,
cold.
what do you have to say about that?
What's that?
Galdir is that a thing that you know about?
The dragonborns?
Oh, the genocide of the Dragonborns? Absolutely.
Galdir goes, no, I missed that one in class, I guess.
Yep.
How long ago was this? It was, probably about 200 years ago.
Yep.
One of
You
them,
guys didn't know that?
one of them shot lightning at one of the nobles'
wasn't
cubs,
alive
and they
200
just
years
decided
ago.
best to just get rid of all of them.
I just want to let you guys know when a race has a genocide happening in them, they tend to teach that in Dragonborn classes.
Gub didn't have
Well, I mean, if
dragon
it happened
classes.
200 years ago here, how did
Yeah.
you hear about it?
Go,
Dragons fly. I don't know if you know that.
Do.
Braxton goes, I can fly.
Do it. No, not
Me?
you. You.
No,
Do it.
Dragonborns don't fly. Dragons fly, and dragons talk to
Oh,
Dragonborns
Gub
sometimes.
has seen some dragonflies. They're bugs.
Yes.
I have seen fruit fly.
Fruit fly or fruit flies?
Fruit flies.
Oh, okay.
Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana.
If there's any, shit.
Broke the DM.
That was
Fuck.
stupid.
It was terrible, but I loved it.
That's the Seluna
As,
joke right there.
Like I said, this is a plethora of knowledge. If you guys have any questions, if you guys want to just go up to the bar and get a drink, that's completely fine.
Do you
Yeah.
have any milk?
Drink.
Drink,
Drink. Can our group just start chanting everything? Drink.
please.
Drink.
Drink.
King. What? Seluna will have a milk.
Well, aren't you all just a sight for sore eyes? Welcome in, newcomers, come! Brody, get off the bot, get off! She like pushes like dude off as he like stumbles, and he's like, fine. She's like, he's been there for like 2 hours now. Come! What brings you fine tall glasses of drink into my establishment?
To be fair, I'm not the tallest. I am a little short.
You're beautiful either way, darling.
Well, thank you.
Who does your fur? Oh my god!
I have to do it.
It's so lovely.
I have to do it to myself.
Saluda, she's just trying to get a better tip.
I'm
It's
sure
okay.
there are some people. Oh my
Ah.
god. Is that a famed member of the Goblin tribe? Why, I can tell the distinguished noble marks on your face from here. Let me get a good better look at you, little one. Oh my goodness.
All
the I can goblins
are in one tribe.
I can see the intelligence deep inside of your eyes. You're a leader amongst your own people, aren't you?
Mm.
Distinguished, intelligent, probably far beyond your other friends, right?
Yes. And
Everyone knows that, duh.
She goes, "This isn't just to get a better tip." And she kind of reaches over to kind of brush the side of your face. She goes, "I can just see things in you."
Can you see what I ate for lunch? And I pull up my.
I'm going to guess some kind of gruel. No, slop.
Mush.
Wrong. It was mush.
Ah, mush.
And a
Can I
berry.
have some?
And I'll reach into my bag and pull out a handful.
Thank you so much. I will save it for later. She puts it on a plate. She goes, "This I'm not on my lunch break yet, so I can't have it just yet, but I can't wait." She like puts it behind.
Wait,
her.
you don't own this place?
Oh, not technically.
Slaves
Yeah.
can't own things.
Can't have a business.
Who owns this business? Your house?
I mean, I just happen to have a set of well-trained mole rats that have come and begun to migrate nearby, and I give tithe to the guards, and they just let it happen.
Is she wearing a collar?
She is wearing a collar.
Does a collar? Are there different colored collars or some shit?
Yes, there are different colored collars.
What color is our collar?
Y'all's is all purple. Most of the people
Okay.
you guys are meeting are purple.
Have we seen any that aren't purple?
Hers are white.
Why is your collar white?
Well, some it's sort of an identifier. Some people are born slaves, some people are brought in, some people used to be well-respected members of their trade, and they may have done one or two questionable things, and this is a way for people to know first generations.
So
Ah.
you're a first generation?
Yeah, I mean, 80 years ago, you'd make one mistake and serve somebody a bad drink, and he doesn't die of poison, and what do you know?
He
God's
doesn't. He doesn't die of poison?
Who knows? Who knows? Oh my god, a dragonborn! It's been
I-
some time since we've had your people here. Oh my god, the scales are just as beautiful as I remember.
been there.
Do the
Can,
thing! Do the thing!
no,
Do the
no.
thing! Do it!
Can I get a
Do the
drink
thing.
for all of my friends?
After you do the thing, the first one will be on me.
But gold is free as well if I give you it. So here's a drink for everyone, and keep the tip. Yeah. Yeah. I'll
What
have
the
an
hell
ale,
did it hit?
and whatever they want, they can have.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was good.
Hmm
Do you have grog?
I do have grog. Well, it's mostly kind of groggy, but we'll keep moving.
Could I have some milk, please?
Yes, but it is probably going to be thicker than you're used to.
What do you milk down here?
Giant mole rats, mostly.
Okay.
And our men.
Sometimes.
Yes, well,
That's just...
Sometimes just a glass of semen.
I shall have the milk. I shall try it.
Do you also have food or no?
How's mole rat?
Sounds
Also,
good.
we have biscuits. And
Double have mole rat.
Dried mushroom.
I've
Haven't
never had
eaten
mole rat.
Non-magical food in a while.
I shall
Oh,
try
I
some
agree.
biscuits.
I tell you what, another gold, and I shall make it my finest meal I've made in months.
Ooh,
Yep.
gobble,
Is
gobble cover this one.
Is it vegan?
Oh, perfect.
It can be. We have dried mushrooms, biscuits, that sort of thing.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Of course. Where's the money?
I gave.
Oh, perfect. She takes it. Oh well. Gentlemen, help yourselves. Just put it in the jar as she goes into the back and starts cooking.
Guys, we can make a killing if Alaric summons food down here. We could make... Actually, not really, because it'd be 8 people. He could feed...
Also-
we could give everybody a little bit.
Also, someone would know that we're selling food and would probably put a stop to it.
That's fair.
Also, how much money can we really make off of slaves?
Well, you could.
That's fair.
There is always the chance that you could improve their lifestyle and the food that they're eating.
Yeah, I
See-
don't think the
You
nobles
see,
want
like
them to have
4
better
people go
lives.
behind the bar and they like pour a glass and then they like drop a coin, this like stone with this coloring on it into the jar.
Hmm
They just tling, tling, tling. You just hear it as. Go ahead.
I said while we're waiting, I'm just gonna sit with my back to the bar, making sure no one comes up to us.
Yeah, I mean, people are literally walking behind the bar
Ah,
to
yeah.
get their own drinks.
Yeah. I just don't want anyone walking behind me if I'm facing the bar. I don't
Okay.
care if they're on the other side of the bar.
Yeah, like 1 or 2 people.
Mhm.
Okay.
Dub's gonna walk behind Solomon.
As a drunk man comes in, just walks right up to Saluna.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Is that real fur?
Yes, it is. It is my fur.
What the hell's your diet?
Uh,
As he lifts up his shirt, or he like opens it up as there's a bunch of air. He goes, mine's not nearly that soft.
well, I eat plenty of mushrooms, and the main thing is I don't eat meat, so that helps with the shine.
That sounds bad. I changed my mind. I don't need to know that badly. Well, just walks away a little bit as
I just told him.
After about 10 minutes, she pulls out the food, a couple different saucers. It's like it's not per plated. It's like a group plate. She sets down as there's these mushroom caps that have been like sliced into full things. As there's some bread around the side, some sauces that are in the middle for like dipping or otherwise, and she pulls out a plate of a few flanks of mole rat.
Oh.
Nice. Dig in.
Of course, as you do. The bread is stale. The mushrooms are they're palatable, but barely, to say the least.
Palatable barely.
The sauce is particularly flavorless, although it adds some moisture to the
Stale bread.
the hardtack, basically, when it's not chunky. But the mole rat, while slightly gamey, is very well seasoned and well cooked.
Nice.
Sounds like we're better off eating berries.
The milk, by the way, is very, very thick, and the grog slash ale is very. It's serviceable.
So did we just all get the same drink? We didn't like.
Yeah,
There's
she's like
no
ale.
ale
Yeah,
with
she
grog.
pours it as you grog. Oh, okay, she pours it out of the same one. She tells you guys. She's like, well, I have.
Gob, you have to try this ale. You have to try it.
Oh, I do have to try the grog. It's great.
Oh, of course.
Trade cups.
What are you fermenting down here?
Well, there are a few roots that grow down here that we're able to ferment.
How are you getting ale from that? Sounds like you're
it's
making
not really ale.
vodka.
Well,
Moonshine.
it depends on how you make it.
Is it just vodka? Did she just serve us vodka?
In a beer
we're
stein.
There are grains that grow down here, but
Sounds
we
like
have
we're
more
getting
access.
vodka.
Yeah, sometimes. It depends on whatever the miners bring me.
It's very, very clear.
It's pretty
Ale.
clear. It's pretty clear.
Hey, Gob,
Yeah.
how do we know when to sleep?
Do you feel tired?
Not right now.
Do you
we don't
guys
sleep
work
now.
on like a 24-hour cycle, or you
There-
just sort of do things?
There are different tone bells that call different working groups.
So there's no real like day and night cycle for you guys. It's just sort of
Not really.
okay.
Supposed
So
to take-
things could literally happen at any time, and we have no way of knowing whether it's
Not necessarily true. In between the high pitch and the lowest tone bells, a certain thing there's certain things that go on in between different bell cycles.
Okay.
The mining operation is more or less 24 hours. It just works off of these bells for signals. However, same thing for the nobles. There are clocks and the such, but market hours are between X and Y and so on and so forth. And while we don't know if it's necessarily the time from where you come from, it's what we go by.
Okay.
That jet,
Time is still real.
yeah, that jet lag's a bitch.
By the way, Elf, you have a lot of interesting scars on your body. Is
I
there
do?
a story for each one of them? Well, let's just imagine. I bet they'd look real good. You look like a strong lass. When are you going to get some scars?
Are you implying that you want my friend to be hurt?
I'm implying that she may be interested in, rat fighting. But that would be highly illegal for us to have a betting ring down here.
Sounds
Got
dumb.
a few scars, but
It's pretty fun.
Well, it sounds dumb if you can't bet.
Why, you are by far the most intelligent person in this group. I must have. Let me bring this up to your level. We say these things to put a certain level of intrigue into the guards, so they don't necessarily know what's happening. We absolutely bet on the down low. But don't tell your
Oh.
friends that, because if they know that
Dude.
it's out, it might be
Guys, they don't bet. They don't bet.
Thank you.
hopefully
Thank
this
you.
wasn't scrying hour.
Yeah.
But, we pay the guards well.
Okay. Well, we got our food and our drink.
Can I have more? Got plenty.
We have our jobs to do. We are slaves after all.
What's your jobs?
Classified.
We've been tasked with the job of eliminating the dark.
Everything's dark down here.
Our first step is to put up a lot of torches.
That would be helpful for some of the people who have a hard time seeing in the dark, although those mushrooms do tend to help. Eat enough of them, you start seeing in the dark.
That can't be good for you.
It's pretty cool.
I'm already seeing in the dark.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the advantages of being in a superior race.
True.
How long do
This is
goblins,
starting to sound dark.
how long do goblins typically last?
11 days!
That's a strange way of. That's a strange way of putting like lifespan. How long do goblins usually last?
11 days. That's
What's a goblin shelf life?
It's the half-life of a goblin.
Goblins. One of the old gobos from my village lived to be about 70.
That's a long time for a goblin.
Yeah, but he was really slow, so a big cat ate him.
She goes, oh my, how awful.
One day we're gonna sit down and have a chat about what you saw on those goblins' isles. One day, because I think we have a book here that we could write with all these stories.
I would love to visit these isles. Home of Big Rock.
Oh, they're awesome. They're much better than this place.
What's a big rock?
Big
Oh,
rock.
don't ask.
Oh, never mind. I didn't mean to.
No,
Don't tell
big
me,
rock.
Just move away from him. Just move.
Okay,
I'm not asking, but just come over here and tell me a story.
big rock, and I'm gonna step up on the bar. Big rock.
Hey, do not step on my bar.
No, okay, sorry. I'll step up. Is there a stool or something?
I'll hold.
No furniture.
Oh, you got him. Oh,
No, we both hold him up like 1 foot.
I agree. I agree.
Big rock
Roll. Okay, go ahead. Yep.
is our Lord and Savior. Do you want me to say everything again?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, do it. Yeah, go ahead and just give this. Go ahead and give the speech.
Okay, hold on.
I'm sure you've got
Big
it written
rock.
down somewhere.
came. I don't. This every time I do these things, they're all off of the fucking top of my head.
Which is should be the case.
Yeah.
Big Rock is the savior of the Goblin Isles. He come from Big Boom Mountain, shooting off into the stars and landing among, blessing us with his earthy domain. His power knows no bounds. He will be our savior in the afterlife, as he has been in the current mortal life.
Hearthstone.
No, it's what is it? A rock or something? Rockman. That was what it was. Rockman. Rockman.
Roll me
Or
a
sorry, Rockman. Rock.
roll me a persuasion check. Yeah. You got like the 20 people in this room. You got like 6 people interested. Like half of them weren't listening. People who were listening pretty intently though.
That's how it starts.
That's how it starts.
We are so happy.
Starts with a pebble.
Starts with a pebble.
Slave
The whole avalanche
uprising.
will come.
Totally gonna happen.
Starts with a pebble and rolls.
Guys, we've been having a lot of fun in this tavern, but I'd like to get these collars off as quick as possible.
Gub agrees. Gub doesn't like being slave.
But we kind of gotta wait for the talk to the elite, and we don't really know when that's gonna happen.
I thought you guys had to go talk to them.
They were gonna ask about ones
Yeah.
I can talk to.
Hey,
Oh.
you're free to one of the towns. You're not. You know. You can do it. If either you have a meeting or you don't. So I've heard.
Who said that?
She did.
The barkeep.
The barkeep.
I don't trust this barkeep.
What's rude?
I was whispering to Gub. I let you whisper to him about Big Rock
We
without
were
saying anything.
You were holding him
But
up.
respect the fact that if I whisper to him, I don't want you to hear. Even if you do hear, just pretend.
She looks at the Gub and goes, "I don't like this Dragonborn. I see why we were eliminated his race." Wow.
Talk about a heel turn.
Okay.
I think your people are fascinating. By the way, seriously though, his people are fascinating. I just wanted to see him do the lightning thing. He's blue, right? That's what that means? Or is it acid? What is it? What breath do you shoot?
I'm gonna smile and little sparks of lightning like shoot like static electricity in my teeth like. Shh.
If you do it, your next meal is on me. Do the
I
thing.
don't. I have plenty of. I think doing it would be worse for me than just paying you.
We are indoors
what-
inside a tent.
Do it in this cup. This glass cup.
No,
There's a glass.
it'll break the cup.
I thought it ricocheted.
No, it just goes in 60 feet. Like it's very far.
How many people, if you lined it up, how many people in this room could you hit right now?
Too many,
That's
and
so
I don't really
interesting.
want to
12.
kill anyone
I'm not
because
asking you to
unlike
I'm
the people that
curious.
kill the
I
dragon,
want to know why they.
want
I
to kill
wanted-
people.
I wanted to know why it is that your race is considered so dangerous to them.
Because they don't have weapons, and if I didn't have weapons, I could still probably hurt them.
That's so cool.
Gub didn't
Yeah.
have weapons. Gub could still hurt people.
If
You're
I didn't
right.
have weapons, I could still hurt some people.
I can kick people. I don't like doing it, but I can. Do not stand behind me.
Gub wants to see Saluna kick someone.
One, one person, like as you're saying this, don't stand behind me. You don't turn around. He like moves out of the way a little bit. He's like, oh shit.
Didn't I try kick you when we first met or something? You came
Yeah,
up
you tried
behind
to
me to
buck
try
me off.
ride me or something?
Yeah, I tried to jump on your back
You
and
missed.
you fucked me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I jumped on your back, missed, so I just hit the side of you.
That's right. All right. Well, I mean, feel free. I can see about securing you a place to sleep if you'd like. I mean, it's going to cost you, but I can do it. Whatever you need in this place, just consider me, your end all be all.
Gub is my end all be all.
And
Or Gub, Big Rock is my end all be
Did we
What's
get?
that?
Did we get your name?
You did not. Well,
Good. Let's leave it that way.
My name is Tormund. The Iron
Tor-
Arm.
I'm sorry, Tormund?
Tormund. The Iron
Tormund.
Arm.
Why do you have a title?
Well,
Do you have an iron arm?
I'll just let your imagination ruminate on that one.
Oh, can I? Okay.
Can I touch it?
Back to the whole finding places to sleep. Can you give us a nice place to sleep?
Do you actually shoot the lightning?
No, I do that motion. I go, and like you give us a nice place to sleep.
Yeah, I can see what I can do. I'm sure I can arrange something.
All right. Do you have a back room that I could do it in?
Absolutely. Try not to hit one of the mole rats. Please God, yes. She like takes you into the back. It's like carved into the stone.
Okay,
And
perfect.
you see a bunch of mole rats. Just
Yeah, I'm
giant
gonna.
fucking mole rats, the size of like one of them's the size of a horse.
That's horrifying. What?
Do you
Oh my
have
god, we
room?
have to take one of these home.
Could Gump have one?
No, no. Well, I mean, we'll talk.
This one's way too big to cut flakes out of. The muscles are way too built.
No, but this one's a breeder. That's how you get bigger ones.
Breeder? That thing's the size of a horse, and that one can fit in my hand. That
Oh,
doesn't
that one's
work.
That one's a baby. That's how we get the veal.
Oh, okay, that's why that one's so small.
They
That
breed
was
so
weird then.
quickly.
Okay. Okay.
We wouldn't breed that one with that one. That one would die.
That was my point with the motion.
Well, they breed very
Punch 'em.
aggressively.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Can you get him out of the way so I can shoot the stone and we can move on?
I mean,
I mean, I can aim it pretty well if they just stop moving.
just well, I mean, well. Hold on. And she like walks over and like picks the big one and like moves him over and like ties him, and they move all. She moves the bigger ones over.
They aren't like vicious at all or anything.
They are not.
Okay.
She takes one of them and she covers up the face of one of the ones that has like huge tits that's laying on its side that she was obviously milking before.
Gross.
Very
Puts a
Star
blanket
Wars.
over its eyes. Okay, do the thing, do the thing.
I hate boobs. I'm gonna shoot lightning. Alright, everyone just. Why does everyone? You guys see me do it.
Do you make that noise when you do it?
Yeah. Solomon makes
Wait,
like
I
a.
was-
It's kind of like Solomon's like dry heaving for a little bit. What?
Are you?
Has anyone here seen you
That's
do it?
where Gob has seen me do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like Solomon starts driving. He's like. And then it goes.
As it echoes through the cavern.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Well, you
That was
can't do it
amazing.
again. Get him now.
Yeah, I was thinking about that now.
And what god?
It was incredible.
Thanks. Can we stay back here with the Molats for a couple days?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
are they aggressive? Do they eat people?
Well, I mean, just don't look weak.
Saluna, puff your chest out.
Is that what you're talking about, Sean? I love that video so much.
I'll watch that later.
Perfect. I'm gonna take a seat over here and relax for a little while.
You know, yeah, how about we? You know, not. It'll probably be safer if she like goes over and takes the big one out of the pen, and puts and ties him up. She's like, "You guys, we can make room in the pens. That way, if you're sleeping and they decide to get a little munchy and gnawy, well, they won't, choose legs."
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
of course. You did. It's incredible. Can you? What a shame. These fucking nobles are assholes. Killed such an incredible race.
Like the nobles did it?
Well, they ordered it.
Oh, I have a feeling I don't. Which house?
I don't know which one ordered it. I just know it. I mean, Hey, if you've got a dragonborn slave, you better turn him in. Oh, why is that? Well, they're all going to die. Oh, okay. Well, sure.
You made it sound like the slaves killed us.
Oh, well, sometimes, because if they were hiding, your people were worth a lot of money.
But slaves can't buy anything.
No, but you can trade it interpersonally and give it to your master and be able to be given gifts.
It sounds so convoluted that they should just let the slaves be able to buy stuff at this point.
Well, we can buy stuff through each other.
But
Not
okay.
really monitored.
Yes, but the way it sounds, you have to sell it to the master,
Well,
and
we
then the
give
master
it
has
to
to
the-
sell it to another
we
master,
give it
and then
for-
that
to
master
the
gives it
master
to.
for
It
favors.
just sounds like a lot of steps.
Well, it is, and it's
Does
very
sound like a lot of work.
complicated. Yes, it is. It's very difficult. That's why being a slave is hard. That's why I work
Yeah.
hard and I caught these naked mole rats.
Yeah, but it
That's
sounds
pretty-
really annoying for the masters.
Eh, they like it. They like being groveled to all the time and, getting their cock sucked and all that.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna take a seat in some mole rat shit, and relax. You know what? No, I'm gonna put. Yeah, I did say mole rat. I'm gonna put my bedroll down first and then sit in the mole rat shit.
This one's a cuddler if you'd like this one.
No, I don't need to cuddle. I'm just here to
He's cute.
relax.
Look at him. He's just... No, just...
No, not that line.
No, it's not an antlion. He's cute. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Okay, give him to me.
Yeah, he just fights a little bit and then he eventually just gives in and then just goes to sleep.
Perfect. I'll nap with him.
He's
It's
very
nap,
warm.
nap time. Yeah, that's why I'm
You
napping.
hold him up here and he starts biting your neck.
She whispers over to Saluna. The more affection it has, the tastier the meat. That's the secret. Oh shit, you're the vegan. Shit. They live long and happy lives. Oh.
It is okay, the circle of life and everything, but no worries. I shall talk to them if anything happens.
Please don't cause a Morad uprising. Please.
I shall try not to.
Okay, can you speak to scorpions? Just out of curiosity.
I should be able to.
Can you really? Yeah, it would be great. Because sometimes these fucking big ass scorpions, the size of Dobermans, come out of the ground.
I don't. What is a Doberman?
It's a big dog, like a mastiff.
I don't know what a mastiff is either, but I get what you're
Have you
going
ever
for.
seen a gnome riding a dog?
I do not think so.
Where the fuck are you from?
I am from the Banui Plains.
Where the fuck is that?
That way?
Oh, I haven't been that way.
It's never been that way.
I've got no idea. I
Well-
just point in a random direction.
Well, that one needs pretty constant attention. It has a very large milk buildup, and if you don't milk it, it starts leaking. So feel free to have all you want.
That is good to know.
Starts leaking.
Yeah,
Why don't you just put a trough underneath it and let it leak, and then you don't have to milk it?
Well, it puts
It
her in
milks
pain.
itself.
I don't want her to suffer.
Okay, whatever you say.
It's rude. You're a jerk. Well, you're so cute cuddling that one though.
Well. Listen, you killed all the good ones, and now you're stuck with me.
Well, I didn't kill.
Yeah, but
Any
you
of them.
live here, so you by proxy is the town. Anyway, it's fine.
Okay, well, you have a great night.
Yep.
Good night.
Enjoy.
I don't really know if it's nighttime because the bell hasn't rung yet.
Have a good sleep.
Yep, thank you.
She wanders out.
Once you go,
Absolute
I'll start casting ritually speak with animals.
fucking shit.
I hate this town.
Yeah, we're
I have had this spell
slaves.
prepared for a while because I wanted to use it on Alaric's cat and ask, what the hell? Why are you being such a dick?
We'll save that for the time when he's here.
Yeah, I know.
What do you want to ask the mole rats?
Are you?
Which one are you asking?
Not the one that's cuddling with Solomon. One of the other ones
Okay.
that's around in one of the cages or whatever.
Okay, sure. You got big old boys, you got little tiny guys, you got all kinds of stuff.
I'll talk to one of the big old boys.
Yep, you got a big old breeder, the big one.
Yeah. Good morning. Good. Hello.
It's Sphinx!
Yes. Are you through?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
Holy sh... Okay.
Is it gonna be all Detective Pikachu?
Yeah. No, right. Are you treated well here?
We're fed.
That is good. She doesn't mishandle
No, your
you.
feed.
Mishandle.
She doesn't hurt you or anything, except for the killing part.
I was once attacked by a giant beast. See this scar? I haven't seen one of those in here. Oh, I'm going slip off. I haven't seen one of those in here. That works fine. Sure.
Yeah.
This is the voice now.
Okay.
I haven't seen one of those in here.
Well, that is good then.
Safe. Sometimes she takes the young into the other room.
Do you know what happens to them?
Probably eaten.
Yes,
She's lucky she got to them first.
I think that is probably the case.
Mm.
Well, if you...
Why should you have to do that in times of plentiful food? We don't have to eat our babies.
Well, I think they like to eat your babies.
Concerning.
Yes, it is. I'm not a fan of that.
Me neither.
Yeah, at least if she only would share, I mean, I'd be fine with it then.
You share some of your babies, they'll share some of their...
Yeah, tit for tat. Well, if as long as you're not being mistreated or anything, then I guess it's okay.
Our babies are being eaten!
But you were going to eat them anyway.
Well, we're fed right now. They're emergency food.
And they are being helpful to feed some others.
But they're not part of clan. They can't eat babies.
I don't think that they know of clans.
Racist.
If you have a problem with it, you should speak to her yourself. Otherwise, if you need anything, just let me know.
How will I let you know?
Grunt twice, and then kick both your back legs. Yes, that will do. I will do what I can to help you.
This is gonna have levels upon levels of fucking town, isn't it?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. We're gonna try to make this a theocracy. We're gonna overthrow the king. We're gonna have a mole rat uprising that the theocracy is gonna have to put down because these mole rats dig through his earthy goodness. Like, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We have just found our way to tunnel into the castle, the palace. I am going to talk these mole rats into doing that. We were going to dig a tunnel. John, you look bored. Gub looks amused. So yeah.
I draw the line of talking to mole rats. That's why.
You guys go to sleep if you don't have anything else.
Still keep watches.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. With
Yeah,
that.
I'm down with that.
Okay. Yep. We'll go through that. Roll me watches, boys.
What do you want us to roll?
So are all of our boys with us?
Damn it.
Yeah, everybody is here.
You rolled almost the exact same thing.
It's a good thing there's always two people on watch. At least. Aid. Ah, that's pretty good roll. That's all of it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had a +5.
Okay. Corey, nothing happens on your. Well, I guess it's in this order. Solomon, as you get up, your mole rat gets spooked.
I'll soothe it back to sleep.
Okay, put it on your lap.
Yep.
As you soothe it, as it snores very loudly,
Nice.
very comforting. It's super warm too. It's like a giant scrotum blanket.
Okay.
The naked mole rat. It's a giant naked mole rat.
Solomon doesn't know what a scrotum is. There's scales on his scrotum. He doesn't know what a scrotum feels like.
But you do.
You're right.
Yes, John. Explain to us what a scrotum blanket feels like, so you know what it is.
You know when you pull this.
Hold
Never
on,
mind.
I need. Give me 1 sec.
He's gonna show us his scrotum.
I was gonna say, you know when you
Sca-
pull. But does anybody else pull the skin and like it's.
Yeah.
No? Yeah, that's what it is. It's basically just all that. In a blanket.
Yeah, I'm 15 years older than you. I'm fucking like beach towel level.
That's right. Easy there, big balls. Relax.
I've got
Oh, you meant old.
balls.
Okay, I understand now.
That's a joke. Kind of your balls drop and kind of you're having sex and they kind of flap backwards and forwards until they swing around and hit you in the back of the head.
I don't have sex, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Your girlfriend has
I'm
one. Maybe
celibate.
I should know.
Solomon's a
Fuck
good
him.
boy.
Solomon is he's the goodest boy.
Yeah, well, Saloon is very much the same.
Good, we can both be celibate together.
Yeah. Well, Saloon is 12.
What? No wonder why she's a fucking
Why?
idiot.
No, she's not. She's like 21 or something like that. But yeah.
She's what?
She is 21, something like that. Don't
She's
know.
14.
Yeah.
She's actually 14.
14
Don't be
going on 21.
ridiculous. She's 15, Gub. God.
But in horse years, like half of her is like 30 and the other half is 15. The horse part will die way sooner than the human half. And she has 2 rib cages.
Where's your heart?
Which one? I have 2 of them.
Out of all of the mythical beings, kind of makes the least sense.
I know, right? Because you'd need a big horse heart to get the blood through all the body. You're just not going to have a little human itty bitty heart.
Yeah. Didn't you know centaurs are more related to arachnids than humans or horses?
Yeah.
They're actually a species of spider.
Just evolved differently. Different segments.
Didn't you ever question why they have 6 legs?
Which is probably why Saluna likes transforming into a spider so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Totally,
one of your kin.
totally makes sense. I'm actually centaur's actually driders. Or horse strider.
Yeah.
Can't hear you, Peach.
Okay, I'm back.
There we go.
And then Corey,
Yeah.
on your 3rd watch.
My second watch? Or the third watch?
First watch.
Okay.
Your first watch. There is a small creature, humanoid, slinking into your room.
Hey, what are you doing?
And starts booking it.
Oh.
You're like, shit.
Well, it didn't do anything, so.
There you go. Your next 2 watches go uneventful.
Okay.
Your next watch goes uneventfully. You guys just slowly start waking up.
Oh. I thought sleeping in the dark was bad.
Your mole radish.
I'm keeping you.
You're just acquiring pets.
Slip off goes, emergency rations!
Oh no, this is for you to ride. I'm gonna teach you how to use a sling on mounted combat.
But it's so small!
Yeah, you'll learn.
It'll grow.
I believe it's
No, it's not gonna
Flip
grow.
off. Flip off. One day it'll be that size, and you'll be as tall as me, and you'll ride the mole and throw rocks at stuff.
Slip off not good at staying on things. That's part
Also-
of the game.
We'll build you a chair. It's fine.
Goblins don't grow that much.
What, you guys aren't just really young?
No, we're not kobolds.
Oh. Wow.
You literally
Never
have
mind.
been to the Goblin Arse and seen the elders.
Yeah.
We're not like kobolds. We don't grow into dragonborns eventually.
No, lizard folk grow into dragonborns. Kobold, lizard
kobolds
folk,
grow-
dragonborn.
Okay,
Full-fledged
Then dragon.
that makes much more sense.
Mm.
Does it?
Butler.
How
Gob
rude.
used
So,
to think that goblins would grow into orcs, but it never happened.
So this is the part where I'd say we
Yeah,
go
the
explore the
hobgoblins.
town and buy stuff, but I don't want to explore the town and buy stuff.
I would.
Yeah, let's just wait till we can see the nobles. Or
Wait
not the
till we can see the
nobles, but
nipples?
the officials.
Bong.
It sounded like you said nipples.
I think a bell just went off.
Yeah, well, we don't exactly have jobs, so I don't think it matters.
Maybe go back to the gate.
We need to figure out how we're gonna see these people.
Hey, I'm sure you could go back to the gate and ask them where the officials are and if we could see them now.
Okay, let's go do it.
You guys are gonna have to explain some stuff, and I'd like to stay here with the thing that listens to us.
You mean the thing that we all have?
No, I mean the thing that you have and I have 2 of.
Why do you have 2 of them?
It's okay. Gub's just very tired.
Yes, I have a thing on my back.
Okay, Gub, let's go.
Get out of here.
Daneth goes, the scythe.
Oh, okay.
I punch him in the mouth.
Punch who? Daneth?
Yeah. I don't
I
actually.
forgot that Solomon had that.
Oh, you thought Alaric still had it?
Yeah,
Lark didn't want it.
Alaric goes,
I just forgot. I forgot that you took it.
I don't want it, but I've already, I can watch it while you guys are doing the thing.
I'd normally I'd be okay with it, Lark, but I don't trust you.
What if he just
You're,
does
you're kind of like that's fair. I could just leave it on the ground.
Yeah, you just sit it over there.
But-
and
Yeah,
make
for the
no one
thieves
else
to take
touches
it.
No, I'll sit there. I'll watch it.
Sorry, Lark.
If only we had that robot still. He was so eager to watch.
I have dreams about that robot still.
I have dreams.
God also has dreams.
Well, I believe in Gub to be a very diplomatic person.
What?
He'll be able to talk us out of it.
Gub will turn Gub's Gub face on.
Oh, did you want to roll for your dream, by the way?
No.
Can I roll for my dream?
Sure.
Can I roll for my dream as well?
What do I roll?
D20.
Got it.
You have a dream of killing that lava creature that you had. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, what dream do I get?
Oh, that's a good dream.
You have a dream of goblins and kobolds sitting together, talking. And while they're in the middle of talking, a very sweaty blue kobold in armor runs in and goes, "Wait!"
Everybody dance!
Everybody dance.
Does he say everybody dance?
Sure, it's in there now.
I hate you, Zane. I hate
I'm sorry. But it sounds like a good dream.
And they all started dancing.
I'm so worried now.
Sounds like everybody's dancing.
And then everybody is
Yeah,
dancing.
I'm just like, that was a good dream. That's all.
Were you actually gonna tell him something?
I was gonna end it wait, but I think that's even better to
Oh, yeah.
end it on wait.
That's kind of
Everybody
why,
dance.
Yeah, I figured you were ending it this way.
Well, that's the thing, is that if it was just wait, like, I would just be like, oh my god, I think I need to go back to the Goblin Isles.
Yep, but now they all danced.
So now I'm just like, that's good.
That's cool.
Little Timmy Boombringer busted a move with his bum leg. Why don't we do this? Let's end our session here tonight.
Okay.
Aw. With a wait, everybody dance.
That's right.
Everybody danced.
And then it was just a kobold goblin dance party.
It was a dance off. They were dancing against each other to see who wins.
Oh damn!
Thanks all.
And they were dancing for keeps.